Well, welcome to yet another exciting edition of the world famous Beatcast. You know what? When you pointed, I was worried that my mic was muted.
Oh,
it scared the shit.
Do that all the time. I just fuck with you. Like,
yeah.
point at the
Be
mic.
like, yeah, do this, and I'll be like, I did my fucking. I'm just surprised my camera's even working. But we're down one woman. Elena was fired from the show.
Damn.
For a couple of the comments that she made a few seasons back involving
some old shit came up.
Some old shit.
Clips resurfaced and
Yeah.
it was unacceptable, you know what I mean?
It's true. We can't accept that kind of talk. We do not.
Especially
accept
Delvon
it.
hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, when shit gets when it slips through the cracks, you gotta correct, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta course correct. And even if there's a delay in it, you got to make it happen. So if it's 5 years ago, it doesn't matter. You fucked up 5 years ago. We bringing it up like it happened an hour ago.
That's right. Yeah.
It is what it is.
You know, and that's why you have to be careful about the things you say. You know, like, doesn't matter if it's in the past or today. Right. And, you know, let's just cut the shit. She's a horrible person, you know, and she says horrible shit. And we're not going to tell her.
Very toxic.
And the only hatred that we support around here is the hatred of those who are full of hate. So,
and Ableton.
Yeah.
And pugs. And pugs.
And pugs. That's right.
And downies.
Right.
We're not, man.
And
I'm gonna let it go for now. We're gonna fucking circle back to what he said because I'm not about to be blamed for that shit.
Robert Downey Jr.?
Fucking Bree does this shit where he will introduce something, right? And then he will make it seem like it's on you for it. Like it's my problem. I'm like, bro, the only reason this shit is on any of our algorithms, it is all your fault, 100% of your fault.
I see people named because of you. It's all of you. I see cars hit people. I see people
I'll give you that. I take full responsibility for that. I have no argument against that. But anybody with Down syndrome, that is your fault. That is, and you laughing because you know I'm right.
Wow.
I don't give a fuck what RTC says. That is not something I introduced to anybody's algorithm. Midgets are funny to me, and that's as far as that shit goes. The twerking midgets, that's your fault. That shit that was happening on my timeline, that is your fault. I already told you. Midgets without clothes, that's like, they funny when they dress. The moment that they start stripping, it freaks me out. I don't like it.
Welcome to the show, everyone.
Had this stance.
Welcome to the show.
That's just like that. That's always been the most hilarious boundary to me.
I can't stand it, yo. I hate it. It fucking bothers me. They're funny as shit, and it doesn't. It's always hilarious.
And the irony of finding a Down syndrome person that was a little person, and being able to share that. I just want to enrich you just a little bit.
Next week the show is just gonna be me
just
and Al.
gonna be me and RTC.
Yeah, I was about to say, we getting canceled. I got brought into some shit that wasn't even my fault.
To change the subject, did you guys see Delvon grooming his microphone before we came on?
Oh yeah, it's dusty as a motherfucker in here. We getting ready to move, so.
Oh yeah, every once in a while you get these little fuzzies on the top.
Dude, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. And so there's like random dusty shit in here.
Yeah.
I thought he was saging the place. I was like, damn, let's throw
I'm trying to get my fucking followers up, so I'm about to start burning sage and crisscross applesauce while I play, my pocket operator. You know what I'm saying?
Crisscross applesauce is one of my favorite ways to say how, like, sitting like that. Everyone sit crisscross applesauce. It's the best. I'm sick.
We were just talking about what they were just talking about what they were talking about, but he won't say sit Indian style.
Nope, not going to say it. Did you notice that I skipped around that?
Yeah. That's exactly what you did. That was the most PC way of fucking making sure that you didn't cross any boundaries.
I'm not getting kicked off this show.
I thought he was just trying to be a good dad. Like, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
like,
fuck no.
It extended from that level.
But crisscross applesauce, that is a better word though. Like
it is hilarious. Yeah. I actually learned that as an adult, not even as a kid. Like, I think it was my buddy Russ said something about like crisscross applesauce, and I came unglued. I like it.
He was like, come over. Come,
yeah.
Sit down. He's like, sit right here, crisscross.
We're gonna sage
applesauce.
Let me see that applesauce.
We got Navi and Special Agent Merch in the chat.
Hey,
what's happening, guys? I can only see
Oh, you can always
right
probably
now.
see Twitch. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
also Facebook and YouTube.
YouTube,
So
yeah.
if you guys are out there as well, I see the numbers on the side here going up.
Did not know that was happening until me and Elena were talking about it.
Oh, you didn't know we were
we're on.
multicasting?
Did not. No.
Oh yeah, they
got
changed
Pablo.
the rule about that. That's it.
Awesome. Awesome. Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce. Well, before we dive, well, I should say we are brought to you by the wonderful people over there at Beatbox, which is an adult beverage. That is not juice. But we will have a giveaway at some point during this stream. If you'd like to get a care package from Beatbox, just hang out in the chat. When it pops up, you just type in #Beatbox or something like that to enter. Don't enter if you're related to us.
or
my
or
brothers
not
are
in the
watching.
U.S.
Or not in the U.S. Yeah, it's U.S. only. The Beatcast, what is the Beatcast? The Beatcast is a sample-based challenge that now happens every month. Essentially, it's a monthly Beatcast podcast-centric sample challenge where a member of the community grabs a sample, puts it up on the internet. Everyone goes to thebeatcast.com, downloads it, makes the beat using any equipment you like or software, including Ableton. And once you're all done, you upload it to thebeatcast.com. The buttons are right next to each other. And, there's a whole rigmarole. All the information's there. And then we come here to discuss those submissions. There's a part where you submit it to your Instagram. You guys know the deal. It's a good time. If you haven't participated, this is your first time tuning in. This is where we wrap up the beats, kind of talk about them. And, hey, that's Corey Michael No, Sleepy Beats. Do you see him up there?
Yes.
Oh shit! Yeah,
What's good, yo?
he's back.
What's up, Corey? Yeah, he's back. That's like one of, we only have like 2 supervillains. That's one of them. And then there's another one in the community. I'm just getting over being sick. So pardon me if I...
I'm just gonna let you keep talking.
Yeah,
keep trying to talk.
yeah. We're gonna let it just fuck up over. Oh man, that was a bad.
Woo!
Did you swallow?
This is 44.
I hit the mute button, though. I spared you the gory details.
Pause.
Pause. And then, after we have this little, rigmarole here, we do it all again. However, because we're only doing them one a month now instead of what we used to do, one every week, then we went to 2 a month. Now we went down to 1 because it just makes more sense. This is our second to last one of the season, mathematically speaking. So if you haven't participated, because, these things typically, we have our diehards that have been in since the beginning who have never missed one. And then they'll typically like kind of build up over the season and then they'll taper off towards the end. And then right at the end, everybody gets in. So now's the time. This next last one this is it. Episode 6 is going to be the end of season 5. So by all means, get them in if you haven't got them in yet. And there's new merch in the store. There's some cool shit that's up there at thebeatcast.com. So if you want to rep some shit, our store was broken. There was some weird API thing that got destroyed, but it's fixed now, where it wouldn't populate your shipping address, which is really, it prevents you from being able to buy shit. So anyways, that's fixed. The internet, man. The internet breaks constantly. So go pick up something if you like. And outside of all that, that's my computer thing talking to me in the background. Shut up, computer. Get back in your cage. So then, Delvon, you had a release that just happened recently, as in like yesterday, day before yesterday?
Friday, yeah.
Friday. Talk to us about that.
It is just a compilation of random remixes, like R&B remixes that I did. So the name is just R&B Mix. And yeah, it's done very well for me. Like, I did not expect it to do as well as it's doing. This is the first release I've ever done that has it's going to be released on wax, so you could order vinyl. The pre-order is available now. All the links are in my bio and all that shit. But the release for it comes out on the 30th, if I remember correctly, which is Friday. And yeah, that's going to be the official release date. And I think the turnaround time from ordering to shipped is like a week and a half, something like that. It tells you the dates on the site. But yeah, I'm about to get my test press soon, and I will make a video of that when that happens. I will fucking put myself on camera for once. Make Bree happy. No, no AI shit. But yeah, that's about it. check
Two
the
things I
release
want
out.
to say about that project. Like, I love, like, not like even.
I was like, here we go. Someone's gonna fucking talk shit. I'm waiting for it.
No, I love that they're not just straight up remixes. Like, it's not like you just slapped a vocal over some shit. You actually, did some things with the vocals, and it's, it wasn't just, following the pattern of that a cappella on those. I thought that was dope. And the other thing is your, like, the patience you have with it, or what I feel is the patience you have with it, is all the little nuances that are in there. It's like when I do stuff, like I just want to get it done, get it out of the way, get it over with. It seems like you really actually spent time on the project, and like
I appreciate
made
that.
every little piece work.
I appreciate
So
that.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
my feedback for you.
I think I started doing like the R&B remixes or whatever 2, maybe 3 years ago, and then I've just kind of had a stockpile of them. I've done like regular rap remixes too, but the R&B ones are always special to me because I fucking love R&B music. So yeah, these were
It's
just
dope, dude. It's
it was
dope.
just like a collection of songs that I kind of felt had like a vibe together, if that makes any sense. They, not all of them sound the exact same. Not all of them are even in the same decade, but I tried to stitch it together in a way that kind of like, a good album, roller coaster, you know what I mean? As far as like mood and tempo and all that type of shit. And
Could you turn your mic up a little bit?
my mic?
Yeah. Or like shove it into your mouth closer. Shove it closer to your mouth.
There you go.
And then
clip that.
So when you said available in my bio, just to make it easy for people who might be watching and don't know where your bio is, can you give him your at?
At Delvon Watson, DELLVON WATSON on Instagram, and I have the bio. The link tree is in the bio. It's the top 2. They're on for streaming services. It's on everything, and then for purchasing it, it's through what is it? Elastic. Whatever the fuck the name of it is. I'm great at plugging my own shit, clearly. Both of them are the top 2 links that are in the link tree. So if you click on it,
It's
you'll
like the
be able to
first.
check it out.
I think it's the first link.
It's the first one.
I believe it's the first one.
Bro, I set that shit up. Like I had been up for like over 24 hours when I was in the middle of setting that shit up. So I don't remember it at the moment, but they are both available. Anything that you stream on, it's available through there. And yeah, it's 16 tracks. The runtime is 31 minutes, so it is not long at all.
Hey,
Well, that's dope, man.
I appreciate that.
I'm excited that for your release, and
Yeah.
your release really just it made my day, so I really want to pat you on the back for your release, and you released it for us all. I feel like,
I feel like this is
He's
so
like, "He did it for
fucking
me. He did it for me."
it feels so sarcastic.
He's like, that shit sucks, man.
Exactly, like that's all I'm waiting for. Like, yo, I fucking hated it. Everything was out of key. It went on too long. Even the joints that was like 40 something seconds, way too fucking long.
Nah,
40 seconds too
I
long.
feel like it's a dope release, man. It's a not a release, but it's a dope project. And you put some time and effort into each piece of it, and put it together and stringing it together the way it was.
The vinyl piece of it. What?
That's really dope too. That's special.
Yeah. That's
That's
cool.
special.
And who are you doing that with? Did you sign with somebody to do this and they're putting it out, or is this like a
No,
certain?
so matter of fact, I'm gonna plug this shit. My bad. I'm in Safari right now trying to. It is Elastic Stage is who does vinyl releases. So shout out to VJ Retro, as a matter of fact. So he was one of the first people that I've ever seen do this. Just to give them a quick plug. Hopefully we can get like some sponsorship shit going at some point.
With Elastic or
With Elastic. So
Okay.
it's crazy. Their name is Elastic Stage.
Yeah.
And what you can do through them is a full vinyl and CD release. So what you do is you start a page with them. Like you just go sign up, and I can't remember what the splits are. I want to say it's 50-50. It's not a hardcore split, but the thing is, you don't have to pay a penny to get your shit released physically. You don't have to pay anything or even put any of your information in for like your credit card, for example. You don't owe them anything. So a lot of times, if anyone is familiar with it, if you try pressing something up on your own, I know Al can speak to this, that shit is, you're usually going to spend a couple grand off top.
It's thousands of dollars.
It's not cheap. Barrier of entry is kind of expensive.
It's such a great concept. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
man.
almost like you're signing with an indie label who's pressing up your stuff, but you're not contractually obligated to
Correct.
say
And
what
I've
they're
been-
gonna do. That's dope.
I've been waiting for on demand vinyl. I know there's a company in Phoenix that does it, but
Yup.
like nobody is doing it in that way, and that's pretty
No.
dope. That's
And
pretty dope.
you have to, like I said, barrier to entry, like you have to spend, you got to be willing to spend some decent money in order to get in. But with this, basically you go on, you set up a release, and then you can do a single, you can do an EP, or you can do an album. And they have different options for what type of release you want to do. You can do like a fucking regular vinyl release where it's just, you know, a record double-sided. You can do a multi-record release with them, like a gatefold one, where it has inserts and shit. And it also, if you want to design every single aspect of it, whether you want to do the cover, the back, the fucking art that's in between the pages and all of that, you can do every aspect of it and design it yourself. Or it has what they call Artwork Wizard, where it will automatically design the fucking the record itself, like the label on the record and the label on the cover of it. It's fucking crazy. I've never seen anything like it. You can also do CD releases through them as well. And they give you a template and exactly how, like what the specs are that you need to meet for your release to go up. So it'll tell you, like, I think the
I get
minimum.
it. So that's what I was wondering. So there's a threshold. If you don't meet the threshold, are you obligated to cover the cost of the difference?
No, you don't owe anything at all. Like, even if you just sell one or two, that's it. Like, there's no, when I'm saying threshold, I'm talking about like the parameters of what it wants for an upload. Like, you can upload MP3s if you want. It tells you that it doesn't recommend it, of course, because you want WAV for higher quality audio. But it tells you like how it wants it mastered. And you can just throw the shit in there and it'll let you know. You can name the release and order it and all that type of shit. Plug in all of your, you know, your BMI information, or fucking whatever the fuck it's called. Like all your copyright shit. You could throw it all in there. The minimum track count is 5 and the maximum is 16. And then I think the maximum release time is like 45 minutes or some shit like that for a release. So it's dope, man. Like, you just throw your waves into it, you organize it however you want, and then you do the artwork and all of that. Ellen did the artwork for me, which was very much appreciated. And then
Shout out to Ellen, even though she's canceled on this show.
I just dragged
Now no one's gonna be buying that shit.
yeah, they're like, yo, fuck Ellen. We ain't fucking with that shit no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can just drag over the images and set it up how you want. You can go as in-depth as you want. It even has templates for Adobe, like Illustrator or whatever the fuck it's called. Or you could just use the plugin that it has, like the artwork generator. It is so fucking dope. But the turnaround time is really quick. You could set when you want the pre-order to happen, your release date, and everything in between. It is super fucking dope. And shout out to VJ Retro for that
So there's
shit.
literally no excuses for artists for anything. I mean,
None.
if your digital distribution is simple now, your physical distribution is simple now.
You okay?
Like there's no,
He gets choked up when he talks about it.
I felt that. I felt that. He was like, this release.
for us.
He gets emotional when he talks about barriers to entry specifically.
Look at that. Just those extra chili flakes I put in my Mongolian barbecue.
Hell yeah. Well, that sounds good.
Starting to.
What's up, Zilla? All right, well, I'm going to fucking use that service then. Fuck it.
Yeah, man, check it out.
Does
like I
VJ
said-
Retro, like, work for them? Or
No,
is he just...
he was just one of the first people that I
Got
saw do a release. And then,
Yeah,
so I had messaged him because I was like, there's no way it's this fucking easy.
Yeah.
And he had told me, he said, man, I didn't even have to pull my credit card out in order to have the vinyl ship. The other dope part, I want to mention this for anybody that, so you can have the storefront sell everything for you. Hands off, they give you the link. People click the link, they can order that shit straight through there so you don't have to have inventory. You can also do your own inventory where you buy the box of it at a discounted rate.
Okay.
And you can get, 25, 50,
Like
100
like
copies.
shows.
Yes, exactly. And you can keep that shit yourself. And if you know somebody or a record store, however the fuck you want to do it, you want to do it out the trunk, you now have the option of that. So anybody that is on here, any and everybody, god damn, y'all are going to hear it's storming like a motherfucker here. So
I did hear that just a little bit, yeah.
Dude, it's going crazy.
Agent
outside
Merch
right
says, give the name one more time, please.
oh man, I got it right here. It
Elastic
is
Stage.
elasticstage.com. Every single person that is a part of this shit.
Pablo, do they do 8-track
Go.
tapes?
Do they do 8-track tapes? Man, hey, you gotta holler at them and see if maybe you
That
can
would be
work that
tight.
out with them. But go check that shit out. All of anybody that's a part of the community, I highly recommend doing it. Again, if you plan on doing the release yourself and you want to purchase the vinyl, I know like when I looked it up, I think it was you got a box of 25 and I think it was $500, and that was for like premium vinyl, which is the one that I have. So Al is actually, he don't even fucking know this. This is amazing. Al is on some of the artwork for the inside of the cover. So you'll
Am I?
see. Yeah.
What did I do?
From one of the shows that we ended up doing.
Oh.
And matter of fact, Pablo,
These are
you
what
on here
pictures?
too. You covered your face, but you on the fucking record. So if y'all want a high quality print of Pablo and Alan standing next to me, buy the record. And these motherfuckers didn't even know it.
They're
But
all,
yeah, man.
we're good.
Dope shit. Dope
It
shit.
actually prevents sales from going.
Yeah. Now no one's buying anything now.
They're like,
Between
"Don't want
L
that."
and you, it's fucking over. It's over. But yeah, Pablo, they can't see it. It's not one of the ones. Your face is not visible on it at all.
Well, that's fucking awesome. Congratulations. It is really good. I listened through it. I a bit of feedback, if I may,
Let's
and it
do
has
it.
nothing to do with your music. You got to respond to people on Instagram. I saw 800 comments under your post about it. You didn't fucking say one fucking thing back to anybody.
Not even a heart.
Not even a heart.
My bad, everybody.
Dude, like Tatu
My
Maki's
bad.
under there saying nice shit. Eloquence under there. I think fucking Kanye might have been under there. I don't know if you want to respond.
I
to
don't
that.
know if I want. I'm not reposting shit
I don't know.
Kanye said right now.
Just saying. But I posted. I thought I was typing from my page, but I accidentally typed from the Beatcast page. But I called it lawyerific. So if you could pull this off without getting like thrown in jail, this will be great.
It'll be amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
this lawsuit souffle that I've made of an album.
I saw you write that. That was
Yeah.
perfect, dude. Nobody
Man.
better fuck with you though. God damn it. These huge artists, these R&B legends, need to leave you alone. Just let you have a good time. They should be honored. If anything, just send them a record. Be like, look, I'll send you a record. It's got
Here's
Alan.
a copy.
Yeah, it's got Alan and Pablo in there. High res. Oh, look, it's the canceled one. She's canceled.
Oh shit!
Look at her reaching out from the depths.
From the blocked abyss, you just on the other
Blocked.
side of that list right there.
You can't be talking about, crazy racist stuff like that, and you'd still be on the show.
Yo, people are gonna
Don't
try
talk
to
about
do
midgets.
digging to figure out why she's not here.
You gotta go back.
Perpetuating a fucking narrative that's not real at all, and people are they're gonna take this shit and believe it.
Yeah, you got to go
What
back
did
a
she
few
say?
seasons. You guys know what she said.
Yo, the view count on all of these fucking shows are gonna be crazy now because everybody's gonna be digging to try to hear what she said.
Yeah.
So in gear news, I don't know if you saw Marlo Diggs posted a video about talking about how the European music store that they had there, the MPCs aren't available. A lot of them aren't available anymore. So his rumor was that there's gonna be a new MPC coming out.
Oh, that's
What-
a new one?
Yeah. Like, I think it's insane because if they do have a new one, how many have they released since Machine did their last one?
My question is, where do you go from where it is now? Because like they're still updating the software regularly.
And they just dropped the 37 key one.
That's a real popular one, from what I understand. I've seen a lot of people say a lot of good things about it. I'm saying, as far as like making the MPC, like I'm asking, where do you go from the X?
He was saying like maybe they'd focus more on the arrangement side of things.
What if it's like a since they've been doing the native instrument thing, what if it's like a joint project and it's like a MPC MK or something or whatever?
MKMPC.
Yeah. What if it's something like that?
That would be pretty wild. But I had, and this is a question, Al, I think you can answer this the best. Isn't the workflow on the MPC? I know a lot of people say it's similar to Machine, but isn't it different enough to stump you if you were working? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think I'm not against that. Like if they do like a collaborative effort where it's hardware and it's not just, you know, like the plugins or whatever. I don't think that that's a bad thing. Matter of fact, it could be a good thing. I just don't see where they would go from there. Like how the fuck where do you go from the X is my question. Like, would it be the thing where people complain about Machine and they go, it doesn't have enough storage and it doesn't have enough RAM? That was the number one complaint. I mean, even DiBiase brought it up on the show.
You talk about the standalone.
The standalone where they were saying like, hey, you max out of RAM constantly.
Yeah.
Would they just upgrade that with the new MPC? Because that's not really a complaint that I've seen anybody have, saying like, yo, this fucking thing, I keep maxing it out.
He also mentioned too that it could just be something like, you know, they're adding USB-C or something like that. Simple things like that too could be it. And Zilla just said they just did a price drop, so a new one might be coming.
And you're saying too, like, just you said something about in like how many has there been since the last Machine drop?
There's been like 4 NPCs since last Machine.
Something like that.
Machine is, I mean, I feel like Delvon's complaints are harsh but correct. I mean, to me, I love the Machine. You know, like I came up on the MPC, but I love the Machine, and
it's easy to commit to. Once you use the MPC, well, once you came up with the MPC like the 2000s and 3000s, and then you did that shift, it was the easy, you know, because we were all kind of pivoting into software and like using
around 2010.
Yeah, we were all using it so much more then. So to turn around and like the marriage is so, because we're all gearheads and we all like to commit to something. So, you know, to commit to it is so much easier. It's hard to let go of because it's still really an easy machine to use.
Yeah. And it feels like, you know, the fact that they came out with that weird producer edition of the, you know, that massive.
Yeah.
That thing sucked. Yeah, was it the what you call
Studio?
It?
The Studio. Yeah, that was the one from like 2013. I
think it was silly.
I still see a lot of people using that one.
I think it's weird.
I think always loved the design of it, but
the design was dope because it looked way better than the MPC, the big MPC thing,
the X,
the Renaissance around that
Renaissance.
time?
Yeah, it looked so much better than the Renaissance, and it was like the nodule. I mean, the dial on it and all that stuff. It was, you know, you felt like, oh, they were stepping into the whole new.
But that thing looks like it would take up my whole damn desk.
That's
too fucking big.
Fucking massive. I've always really liked the design of that thing, and I thought it was odd that they just kind of abandoned it. Like none of the other follow-up, like the MK2 and the MK3, don't look anything like the Studio.
You know, and that's a part of the problem too, is like the trust, because you're right. Native Instruments has a tendency to like create hardware, and then abandon it. Whereas you don't see that with Machine. Like they'll come out with a Akai. They'll come out with an MPC, and then like that's the MPC, and they'll have
nurture
different. Yeah, they'll nurture it. They'll stay with it. They did take way too long to like come into this 3.0 era where they're at. But really, that's all they needed to do to make everyone be like, you know, this is the industry standard back in the day, and it is now. And that's, you know, this is one of those moments where, you know, I feel like it's been said before, but Native Instruments was absolutely capitalizing on the fact that the software was outdated on the MPC, even if the workflow was known and tried and true. And now, because it's no longer outdated, it's like, okay, so what are you going to do about it? And there's all these murmurings that, you know, Native Instruments is getting ready to drop something. But like you're saying, RTC, here goes MPC with yet another, or Akai with another MPC drop. And we still are sitting around with these, you know,
fucking 5-year-old machines at this point. And what, the MK3 for the Machine, didn't that shit come out, what is it, 2018? 2015, something like
So
that.
it was something like that a long time
Something
ago.
like that. Yeah, I
Like,
bought.
yo,
Yeah, I
man.
bought mine. I bought mine like 7 months after it came out. So that was something like 2018, 2019.
The rumor has just been happening too long. They don't have any kind of like.
It's.
They
I
don't
think
have
they're
anything
focusing.
going.
They're not. I don't think they're focused enough on because you have all the expansion kits, and to be honest with you, most of the expansion kits, it's like, like once you buy one, you don't really need,
More than right.
you can buy five. Almost all of the hip hop ones or R&B or whatever, like that genre, they sound way more similar.
Right.
I mean, they kick ass with instruments. The instruments sound really good.
There's a lot of options with
They
them.
do a great job. No one can hold a candle to the native instrument like environment. Like
Yes,
like
Yeah.
everything
And
working, all the
we've
software
talked
working
about that.
together.
I think they're top tier with their environment. But to add on to what you're saying about it, I'm starting to get, and maybe Al will understand where I'm coming from with this. It reminds me very much of Grand Theft Auto 5. And what I mean by that is like they stopped working on the main thing itself, which in this case would be like the plus or whatever. And they started making so much fucking money off of like the online aspect of Grand Theft Auto that they just said, fuck it, we're just going to keep working on expansions. And now Native is doing that same thing where they're just like, fuck it, we're just going to, because we're making so much money off of expansions, we're going to keep just doing these, contact expansions or massive expansions or whatever the fuck. And they just keep doing that instead because that's like, I would assume their bread and butter at this point. I assume they would sell a hell of a lot more software than they do people buying like new Machine Pluses or MK3s or whatever.
Yeah, I would agree. But also too, they have Tractor. Their DJ.
Yeah, that is a very good point.
Their DJ situation is because it's fleshed out a little bit more than like the whole Serato universe.
Yeah.
So it's like you can do similar things that you would do with Serato, but then you have these two pieces of hardware with their mixers, and then their because I had the whole thing like years ago, but I didn't really like capitalize off of it because I'm not really a DJ.
DJing, right?
Yeah, so like, but it's some dope software. It's some dope equipment for what you can do live with it. If you're really like savvy, you can really do some really like cool stuff and like present a really good show for people. But like, it's kind of like it's like a buffet, where it's like, what are you really good at? We have a joke up here about like these Greek restaurants where like it'll have like spaghetti, Alfredo, chicken tenders, a Monte Cristo sandwich. Like, are you really good at a Monte Cristo? Like, it's you can't be good at everything.
Right.
So like, pick that one thing and make it great. And we're like sitting here waiting for something more with the whole standalone.
I just want to know what the fuck will be next with it, and I think that if they pull the key features out, like the things that everyone is complaining about, I'm not saying they'll be top dog, but I'm saying they will be very fucking close. If they get a touch screen and a lot more RAM and storage and offer Bluetooth, some form of Bluetooth functionality, maybe some more I/O on the back, I think they can nail this shit. But you have the fucking Machine Plus that has a Bluetooth logo on the front of it, and the thing does not support Bluetooth. It's just like even little shit like that comes across as false advertising, and you don't want to fuck over your audience with promises that you can't keep. You know what I mean? You can't commit to. So
I don't think it's even promises now as much as it's just like the landscape is evolving and changing. We're all committed to it, but like, some cooler gear comes up, that is presenting all the things that you have with I think they really kill it with the expansion packs and with the DAW, because it brings in two things that no other software has. Nobody's challenging that shit.
Zilla, to answer your question, he asked if there is stem separation.
Yes.
So yes, there is stem separation, but there is a catch. You have to pay for the upgrade for stem separation. So there's Machine 2 and Machine 3. You have to have machine 3 in order to do it, and if you have machine 2, it's a reduced pay. It's a reduced price of pay.
I think it was like $20 or something like that.
It was some shit like that, and then if you don't have it, you have to pay a little bit more. But yes, it is different. I personally think the stem separation is fucking good. And we've had this talk on here before. I think it sounds really good. It's not super aliased or anything like that, but I think that it's very unfair that you get charged for an upgrade, and that is quite literally the only thing that it does different. Oh, there's also user cords, but if you're not that type of person, then it doesn't really matter. And to add to the stem separation thing, it's only available in software. So if you have Machine Plus, they have not updated Machine Plus on the hardware to support stem separation.
Yeah. You know, and the thing about it is, too, is just using the because I had the standard MK3, and I upgraded, quote unquote, to the standalone. And the idea is I just didn't want to carry around more than one piece of equipment, and I wanted to be able to take my beats and just play them live straight from the machine, MK3. But I'd also like to just plug that bitch in and make beats on the go. And it sucks that it doesn't have a battery source, so you have to plug it in. That's okay, but then at the same time you're dealing with the constraints of the hardware, like the memory at that point. And if a bunch of your shit is housed, this is what's confusing to me. If a bunch of your sounds and everything is housed on the hardware or the computer that you're using and not inside of the MK3 standalone, the Plus, then what? Like, do you have to move all your sounds to like an external source?
It has, and that's the other part of it. If you drag in outside sounds, right, you have to mark them as what they call user sounds. Even when we did the show and I played my set, you cannot just drag over the files and put them on like the SD card that's in here and just play them. You have to go into the browser, select the file, let it turn it to user mode, go back out, save, and then you can open it as all
of that should be automated.
Oh, and yeah, mind you, you can't play MP3s through this yet still. So if you have MP3 files, you're fucking done. They have to be waived. It's just little shit like that.
Which just sounds so fixable. You know, like some engineer over there could do it. And maybe they have. But it would be smart, I feel like, for them, you know, sooner than later to start saying something. Because it's been too long.
Something. And especially, I know people keep pulling up, well, hey, they said this a year or so ago, like something new is coming.
Yeah.
It's like we've been fucking waiting for, at this point, it's been like 4 or 5 years that they've been saying this. You now have to follow up. You have to show something. You have to acknowledge that you are doing something.
You know, on their marketing side, too, they had Sarah the instrumentalist, as one of their spokespeople who was promoting the hardware. She has a ton of the hardware. Has done a lot, I think, in the space of like getting the word out there about Native Instruments gear. But then, you know, I saw all these like promotions, like ads that were up on the different platforms and stuff everywhere, and I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. But then the next minute I see some of her posts, like she's like, everything that's on her actual content that's not paid for by a company is like, I'm on Akai MPC only. I'm not fucking with my native, you know, she's like, every once in a while I'll go over here and touch this shit, but I'm just using, and you know, Akai stuff, and that doesn't look good. Nope. You know, I'm not, no shot to Sarah. That's, you know, like that's great for her. You know, she's getting that ability to like kind of do both sides there, and I'm sure she has those contacts. What am I saying by bringing that up? It's just like it seems like they're focusing sort of heavy-handed on their influencer and promotion side of shit, and not worrying about the core group of people, because the audience you're speaking to, you're preaching to the choir. We're already going to buy your shit. We're not going to buy it because an influencer told us it was good. You know,
it's like gonna do it.
We're already bought in, and 9 times out of 10, almost 10 times out of 10, the next person you're going to sell a piece of Native Instruments hardware to is going to come from someone who has a friend, their friend has one, you know, and they're like, look how easy this workflow is, or look what you can do in this that you can't do in your MPC. Because I kind of bounce back and forth. You know, I still, like you guys probably see my videos, I have like the MK2, the Live 2, but every time I get them, I use them for a while, then I'm like, fuck this, and I resell it. Or I'll return it. The last one I got, I literally returned it. You know, I was just like, fuck it. I would like a retro though. If anyone has an MK Live 2 retro,
Those things are dope looking.
I love because it reminds me of the old 2000 XL. So
the only thing that I was going to add to what you were saying about the influencers is the fact that they have partnerships with larger people that, you know, like Ninth Wonder and Soundtrack and people like that. And even them with having the Plus, they're using it in fucking controller mode, which is what I was bringing up to DiBiase. That is not a good look. The whole point of this shit is to be standalone and advertise it that way. So if you're supposed to advertise something like that and they're fucking using it as an MK3, that is not a good selling point because they're getting the features that they want out of the product, but they're having to do a workaround in order to use it the way that they want.
When you were in that debate,
let me ask though, how important is it to have a standalone really though? Like
it's
as a beat maker who's doing a lot of beats, like is it really that big a deal? Like unless I'm like fucking sitting in my car or, you know, to make a YouTube video or something like that.
Well, remember, you would have to have a source to power it. So off top, that won't work. Yeah, is going to be.
But that's what I'm saying is that whole standalone really that much of a big deal? It's
because I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like when I travel, it's like I always have my laptop anyways. So to grab my, you know, hardware, it's not that much more to throw in my backpack, you know.
Yeah, but my argument is the competition has the same shit for half the price, and y'all just said that there's a fucking price drop on the Akai. Before the price drop, I don't know what it currently is, but before the price drop, if you wanted the MPC 1 Plus or whatever it is, that shit was $700, and it has a touch screen and it works with the fucking software and all that shit. It is a complete package for $700. If you want the Plus, it's at least, well, it was fucking $1,300 or $1,400. It is damn near double the fucking price for a feature set that's not the same. And again, I know I'm sounding like a hater. I fucking love the machine, but I'm also not going to just be quiet about something because I enjoy it. Like it needs work and it needs constructive criticism. I wish that more of the user base that has the connections to them, they don't have to shit on it, but I wish they would bring something up and say like, hey, these are some problems that we're having. You guys should address this in a revision. That way the next one is good, and add a battery backup. That way you can dedicate more of it to like the 404 type of crowd. That's what they do. They have the shit and they can take it anywhere they want. If you have this, you need some way to power it. It's like, yo, they just fumbled on a lot of big shit, in my opinion.
I would agree with all of that. And I mean, you know, because I mean, just speaking from like accessibility perspective, you know, I think Machine is looking at, because I mean, when you're if you're doing just a 404, performing with the 404, there's a specific thing that's going to happen with the 404.
Correct.
And you're prepared for that specific thing. There's going to be chops. There's going to be some transforms and some frequencies and
some diddles,
you know, diddles and stuff. All of that good stuff is going to happen with the 404. And we don't know what will happen with the standalone because it doesn't perform in that way.
Correct.
I mean, and I don't want to get into like, you know, the limits of it or whatever, but just to address, like, you get a specific thing with that. And when you have hardware, when you have a laptop and you have the machine out and you're doing a performance, there's a thing that's happening because you need all of that to make, you know, that much more, that specific thing happen. And they need to address how to make that better. Not just like the DJ with the because I was just watching some shit like 2-3 days ago about the tractor like I don't know, TKZ or something. Like it was, you know, some cool name now that it has, and it's like just one small piece that you can throw with your laptop and like with the software do your whole performance, which is dope as hell. But I want to be able to do that with my beats as well.
But does Machine or MPC need to compete with like a Roland?
I'm not saying that they.
It's a good question.
Think that you should. It is a good question, but I think that they should offer a similar feature set. And again, they don't have to copy them. But if we talk Roland right now, right, there are more than one machine from them that people are using actively on a heavy level. There are people that still use regular ass 404s. You have the MK2, the MK3. You also have the joint that you have. What is it? The P6?
Yeah.
That, and fucking it doesn't cost that much, and it has a heavy feature set. There's a lot of people that love that thing. Even that that newer DB album. That shit was made on that. It's like you have options with these other people, and their less expensive shit has
But
a
that's
feature
also their
set.
niche, though. Like that's.
But
Like-
who was? But they. When did they introduce stem separation? It wasn't crazy long ago. We're not like the regular 404 wasn't having stem separation. That was something that happened not long ago because the fucking community had requested it, and then they added it. But that's what I'm saying. The
they're trying to
community
keep
has
up.
been
They're
requesting
listening to the
shit.
community.
Yes,
You know what's
they're
interesting?
listening to the community.
It seems
That's
like
all.
a Kai is like Xbox, and then you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, like
that's
Microsoft
exactly-
Yeah.
Xbox, and then
PlayStation.
Native
Or
Instruments is
Sony.
PlayStation, yeah, Sony, and then it's like Roland is Nintendo.
Yeah, they just kind of do whatever the fuck they want, but everyone.
But here's the
it
thing, though, with
seems
the
like
last-
everyone enjoys it.
With that last 404 update, everyone was pissed off at it because they didn't get the stuff they wanted. It was like, oh, it's cool, it works with Serato, you know.
Yeah,
but
I saw that.
I
There
think
was a
that's
lot of
dope as
people
fuck. Like
complaining.
I hooked it up and because I use Serato Studio every once in a while, and like,
You know
I
the
think
funny
it's
part?
dope.
They
Workflow.
did all that bitching, but the feature set on that fucking thing already had a lot of the shit that that Native doesn't. So those people, you know the thing that I find different about it? Those people wanted something specific, but the difference is they're used to their fucking criticism and feedback being answered and relatively fast. Stem separation just got on the machine within the last 6 months, and we have been on Machine 2 software up until that point. I've been on Machine 2 since 2014 when I got it. That is fucking
egregious.
shameful. That, like, what are we doing?
On the flip side of that is like Roland can be like, oh, but look, we have other toys that you really would want to enjoy to play with.
Correct.
And you know,
They're like, look, we have the TR-707.
the 808 and the 303 and
909.
and the X7. Like we were in a I was working on my stuff recently, and we had a plethora of like Roland equipment out, like doing that whole thing and stuff. It was like, okay, Roland, like a lot of their sounds. That's another thing too, like the accessibility to what Native Instrument offers. That's also like, you know, it can be nurtured a lot better. I feel like, you know, when you're looking at the community, because when you look at because we're all paying attention to it, Jazzy Jeff's playlist retreat, sponsored by Roland, and it has all the, you know, because they use every piece of equipment that Roland could even offer. It's like, and then you look at the sounds and stuff, the accessibility is just like right there. It's almost, it really is. You know what? I'm gonna take that back. It's Apple. Native Instruments is Apple. That's what they are. They're just completely niche and like, you know, function on their own capacity. They want to change the plug, and that's it. You know, it's
My man
like
said they are a version of teenage engineering. That's just how they're doing it.
So Navi said we all just wanted sidechain on the 404. I'm actually surprised it didn't already have sidechain on
Yeah,
there.
it's got that now.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, or did they just add that to? Wait, I don't know. Now I don't know. Tell me if I'm.
The one
telling
thing
you a
I
lie.
could be wrong. The one thing I don't like the 404 is I don't think there's a nudge, which
Oh, you can't nudge your shit over it at all?
I don't think so. Nothing that I've came across. That's one thing that
that like sucks. You're working on your release and you can't nudge.
Speaking of which, my brother James is selling an SP404 MK2 and an MK3, Native Instruments MK3. So if you hear this and you
after
want
we
it,
just talked up there.
And
hit me up.
it's frustrating too, because like I got asked, they're like, man, you hate Native, and I was like, no, I don't. I fucking use this thing
'Cause
religiously.
At the end
I
of the day,
love it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we know you can only have one for the rest of your life. It's going to be machine.
Dude, I would never get anything else and have no interest in it. It's what I'm saying is, just because I enjoy something doesn't mean that it's, you know, it's
perfect.
It's perfect, and that it can't be criticized to improve it. I just wish that they would fucking take the things that people say to them.
I love them both. I could easily
And-
use MPC or or native instruments.
The Live 2 is like I'm pissed I sold mine, but like that they hit it out of the park with theirs because it's had the battery.
That machine might be the perfect machine.
Good speaker too.
Yeah.
Not just speaker.
That's what I've heard, that
speaker.
it's a very high quality speaker. It's
Phenomenal.
loud, it sounds good, and yeah, man.
Yeah, bumps. It's and just all
Didn't
the
that shit have
USBs
a
on
built-in mic too? Like you could record.
no.
Am I crazy?
I mean, it had XLRs.
You could plug in a mic, yeah, but it didn't have a built-in mic. Navi says no side chain on the 404 yet. So I was thinking of Koala. I think Koala added
Koala
side chain.
does absolutely have that now.
You know, neither here nor there. That's a good, fun discussion. Hopefully they come out with something soon. Let's talk to those people over there at that vinyl company.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if they'll sponsor us. That'd be great. Let's get a partnership going.
And man, any of y'all, like I said, go on there. If you have any questions, reach out. I have no problems answering it. Like I said, I'm waiting for my test press. That is one thing that you do have to pay for, but it is not required for you to get a test press in order for them to get your vinyl released.
Test presses are good, though.
But yes, it gives you an idea of what it is, and you can go ahead and, get the shit ahead of time. You can order it if you want. You can not order it if you want. But when I get mine, I'll do a video showing it off. But
Do an unboxing and review.
Yeah, in my boxers.
In your boxers. Hell yeah, dude. Well, let's do the giveaway real quick before we get into the beats. If you guys want to win a care package from the wonderful people over at Beatbox Beverages, now's your time. Type in hashtag Beatbox into the chat. And my wonderment is, does it work on both Twitch and YouTube?
I know it shows the little logo of where it's coming
Let me
from.
try it on YouTube.
Yo, what up, Garrison?
But
Garrison's up in here?
Garrison's in the
Garrison
building.
Jones,
what's
what's
up,
happening, man?
Can't
Give it a
wait
couple
for
more
this
seconds.
loud ass pop to happen so we can fucking.
No, I turned it down. Garrison,
did you?
type hashtag Beatbox into the chat. I want to see if it works as well from where you're coming from. Let's give it a spin. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how I do that.
Right there, the little YouTube logo.
Oh, it's working.
It's
Cool.
It's working.
Now someone try Facebook.
Hey, fuck it. Get on MySpace. Let's see what it does.
I know. Let's go back to MySpace. Let's see.
Friendster. Let's get on Friendster.
Black Planet. Fuck it. We're gonna take it all the way back.
Navi.
I had a feeling he was gonna win because he was the first one, and I was like, "Oh, he's got it."
I thought so too. And he was the first one for a minute, like by himself. What man was on his own island and shit.
So, Navi, if you can, send your information to Elena, who has been canceled and kicked off the show.
But we still make her do work.
We still make her do work. And she'll get your information over to the people at Beatbox. And I think they're going to send you, like, alcohol and stuff. So, there's that.
You could get twisted while you fucking make the next Beatcast submission. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Good to see Garrison. Garrison, shout out. Garrison is a longtime participator, friend of the show from a long time ago. He's one of the ones from the community who ascended up to the heavens, and he's crossed over the glass barrier and has now traveled the world.
Doing big things.
Doing big things.
So we got
he's
to
on our
hang
Mount
out.
Rushmore.
We got to
Hashtag
hang
free
out
Elena.
last month when he came through Chicago. Big shouts.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't make a beat, but I love y'all, he says. No, not a problem, not a problem.
What up,
Speaking of
Sam?
the beats,
What up, Sam?
Sam's up in here? Good.
Yeah.
I think Sam's beat is up first, so you made it just in time. Wait, I have to unclick that. You guys ready to get into some beats?
Let's do it.
Do we want to talk about the sample first?
Yes, dude. Thank you. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Picked by Modium.
All right, cool. We gonna shit on Bree for a minute. Now, this motherfucker right here. Yes, you. Give me. All right, it'll only be a moment. So I kept getting messages left and fucking right, like, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with the sample? It's broken. It don't work. I can't get this shit to export. I can't get it to open."
I got
Everybody
messages like that
complaining.
too.
And
Yeah.
so I'm over here like, what the fuck is everybody talking about? Like, I think at that point I had downloaded it, but I didn't throw it in machine yet or whatever. So I didn't understand what the fuck the problem was. So I keep getting these messages. It was like every single day, multiple times. They're just like, yo, this shit. And then the next one would be, yo, this fucking sample sucks. I waited all this time to get this shit to load, and it's fucking terrible. And I was dying. So I'm like, I gotta check this shit out. I learned this after the vinyl release. I swear I'm not like plugging my own shit right now. I learned this afterward. So on there, all of my exports from Machine were 32-bit WAV files. The vinyl release wants you to do 24-bit WAV files. So I had to downgrade, like I had to fucking convert them over. So when I went to go throw the sample in, what I feel, maybe I'm wrong, please correct me if I am, but when you did the record pool for it, did you use Machine to export the record pool? Like, did you record it through Machine?
No.
Because your shit, it was a 32-bit file, and apparently everybody's computer did not like that shit.
Yeah,
I had no problems with it. Just so you know.
I didn't either.
I
We are also Machine users.
I didn't either. Like, and I didn't use Machine to pull it. So like,
You pulled off.
like,
You dropped the needle on there and just pulled it through into like some DAW or something.
What did you use to do it?
a Magic software I can't release.
Beautiful.
So,
Well, that software
friend to the
fucked
side.
everybody's shit up, and I had to explain to people how to convert files. So appreciate you for that.
He's using Winamp.
I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Soundcore.
I just hated.
No,
the
I
sample.
can't.
Did
can't
you
remember
guys
which one I
really?
did. I forget what I did it with.
I hate
That-
it.
I got messages.
Man, that was
I'll
a
be
dope
right
song,
back.
man. I don't know.
I honestly, I thought I was gonna have trouble with it when I first listened to it. I was like, oh shit,
Hey.
I'm not good. But then, it didn't take long to come up with something with it.
I liked it as a song, admittedly. I just didn't like it as a sample because there wasn't a lot of change up. And once it got into a groove, that was the groove. It's like what you hear is what you get all the fucking way through. And it doesn't really deviate.
But are they supposed to be layups?
No.
Come on. This is a sample challenge.
And that is right. This is a sample challenge.
That's our. What's funny is we have this discussion every week almost. It's like, was this supposed to be? No, it's
right. It's a challenge.
But I stemmed it out. I stemmed it out completely.
Yeah.
And just started moving things around completely.
I started that way, but I ended up just using without the stems the full 2-track. But now, like, I have sympathy for Bree with everyone shitting on his pole. Now you know what it's like.
Yeah, you were getting a lot of hate because of the 80s shit. You kept pulling the 80s with synth and shit. Every time I do that, I get called out for doing the melody to one of Zilla's songs. Because that's what comes to mind. Zilla's shit has that synth, like 80s synth wave to it to me.
But Garrison needs to pull. Garrison got some records from Brazil.
Right. Well, I had hit up Garrison a long ass time ago when he was in Brazil. And that's what I think he might be mentioning. But I was like, because, we need the video of him pulling it or something, but then we also need him to like hold the record up and like say something about it. Is Garrison still here or did he leave? Did we scare him off?
He's all fuck y'all.
He's like, yeah, fuck this. Now I remember why I don't do this. Garrison, if you're still here, we have one more record pool left. So if you'd like to be the final record pool of the season, we'd love that. That'd be great. Neither here nor there. You guys ready to get into some beats?
Let's do it.
Let's play some beats.
We got to do the ad.
guillotine. Cut like a guillotine. Cut like a guillotine.
Good
Damn.
right there.
That was really dope.
I like that start.
I do believe Sam Drumlow was up first. What do you guys think of Sam's submission?
That was smooth.
That shit was hard.
Smooth as hell.
Top 5.
Like he did a good job of like translating the feel of the record into the beat.
And making it completely unique.
Yeah,
in his own.
exactly.
Oh, man. Sam, that was some killer shit, man. Top 5.
Then was Manic. Now, I'm trying to look here in this playlist to see. I don't know if Manic is a new person.
Or just like the name of the file or whatever.
Yeah, because like we ask people to put their Instagram name in without the @ so we know whose beat it is. But sometimes they'll put other shit. Like Bree this time, I think, put Peter Piper Pizza, which is always fun because then I gotta like try to figure out who the fuck that is. But I think Manic might be Messy Goodness.
No, Messi usually has like his name somewhere in his beats.
Somewhere on it. It could be, and I don't think he's in the chat just yet. He usually will get in the show, but I don't think that was. I could be wrong.
For a split second, I thought it was him, just because the look of the video,
The format of the
yeah.
yeah. Well, I think it might be. Well, if not, Manic, welcome to the chat. Or welcome to
But yeah, that was pretty dope, like experimental type take on it on the sample.
Oh, it is. It's messy.
It is messy.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Messy. Yeah, I thought it was good. It was real stripped down. Like there wasn't like a hard hitting beat through it, you know?
Yeah, usually he has some pretty heavy drums.
It was real minimalistic for him, but I dug the approach. Like I thought that it was cool.
Very lounge.
It was different for Messi.
Yeah.
Pattern too, drum pattern. He doesn't usually like the way that it was. He doesn't typically do it that way.
So different. He came up with a new name for himself. Manic.
Manic.
It will now be Manic.
Just another Manic Monday. VJ Retro. Shout out to VJ Retro. He was up next. I really like that one. Plus, it had some footage of me in high school dancing.
Out getting it just off the booger sugar, just swinging.
Yeah.
You should get the mullet going again. Just have a skullet.
Yep. The old John Taylor.
Nah, keep the shit bald on the top. I saw that not long ago. Dude was completely bald on top all the way through, but he had a fucking mullet and it went around to the side. So it kind of looked like the George Jefferson bird nest type shit, but it was super fucking long. I was like, yo, it's futuristic. I ain't even mad. It looked like some Mad Max type shit. It was crazy.
I'll be honest. I feel like you could pull off the mullet.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. You could do a braided
Hey,
mullet.
Bree, hey, fuck it. I'll do it if you do it. How about that?
Who, me?
No, Bree.
Oh, Bree?
Yeah.
I can't. It's against my religion.
It's against your religion.
Are you follically challenged like the rest of us, or is this?
You talking about me?
No, I'm talking to Bree.
It would be all bad. It'll be all bad.
Oh, shit,
Motherfucker
man.
stutter. He said, "Hey, are you good with your hair?"
I am not. Hey, if I grow my shit out, I mean, right here it looks great right here, but like,
Damn it. You know?
some grays start coming in.
He
like,
just
oh,
prefers to
cool.
look like the fifth member of Onyx.
Yes. He does.
You leave Planet Asia face alone, all right? You let him just live his life.
Damn,
He ain't
Planet
doing nothing.
Asia. Okay. That's a deep cut. Some Cali agents.
Yeah, like the VJ Retros that had the like cool little P-Funk like synths going on in there. Like, was that in the sample somewhere, or did he?
No,
layer that in?
he stemmed. I believe he stemmed it, and he because I did this. That's what I did. I chopped it all the way down, and I got that that part. That bass line was dope. The bass in there was
The
pretty
way,
dope. So
Bree's just
that's
over
what
here keeping talking up his sample.
I know he's trying to fuck it. Yeah, he's trying to man.
really good.
All the goddamn messages I got for this fucking sample.
I did turn the bit rate up higher, or the what's the name up higher, so that
There it is.
because I
The
wanted it
truth
to
comes out.
I wanted to make sure that it didn't come through fucked up. I
All
wanted
right,
to
well,
be like,
motherfucker, don't ever do 32-bit again, because I got a lot of messages of people where I had to explain what Cloud Convert was. If anyone doesn't know, cloudconvert.com, this shit is free. You can convert anything to fucking anything. Just do that. But goddamn, I had to explain that shit.
I actually bought a sample pack once that was in 32-bit, and that's when I had the MPC and it wouldn't read it, and I was kind of pissed because it's like shit. That's when I bought, and it
Yeah.
was weird. Yeah,
The next up
sample rate.
was actually Soviet Villainy, but it wouldn't play. It got stuck, and then it went to Bree's beat. So Bree's beat was next. I really liked your beat, Bree. I like the change ups. You had a lot of like variety in there.
A lot of chops too.
Yeah.
I wanted to like show I wanted to show the sample and show like
Want to show us how to do it?
Yeah, okay. I worked in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I like that you actually showed yourself doing the beat too.
Yeah, and just for the record, I did not do the beat in Japan when I found the record. I did the beat here when I got home, but
You couldn't cut into the time of you buying bitches while you was out there. It's all good. I
Wow.
understand. It ain't that big of a deal.
Wow.
because it's illegal. It's illegal.
Buying bitches out there is illegal?
The kind. Never mind.
What do you mean?
When you have a connoisseur quality taste.
Oh shit! My man was getting all the massage parlors locked up out there, the motherfucking closed down and everything. Bree had all them sting operations popping out there.
So yeah, some undercovers. But nah, man, it was chopping it up was cool.
The drums were fucking deep. I dig the way that you made them sound. You know, the one thing, I'm gonna shit on you for a moment. The thing that I don't appreciate, that fucking where the elevator opened and you were standing there like fucking D'Angelo from the Untitled video. I don't appreciate that.
I thought it was
why
cool.
did you do that?
You didn't like it?
Why?
I thought it was cool.
It was just like the How Does It Feel song, but he had a shirt on this time. Like, fucking, what are we doing out here? You gotta stop that shit, Bree.
See, you telling me you want me with no shirt on?
I
Just
never
say it.
said that.
That's
I
what he
never,
said.
I said
That is
you
what- that's what he
stood there
said.
the
He was
same
like,
way
that's what I heard too.
D'Angelo
Yeah.
did.
What I heard was take your shirt off.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Sit down.
The
sit
fact
down,
that you
sit down,
heard
crisscross
another man
applesauce.
tell you to take your shirt off and to sit down with your
Crisscross
tootsies
applesauce.
out and your legs crossed.
Just
is
ask for
fucking
what you
crazy.
want, Delvon. If you want him with his shirt off, just ask. He'll do it. Trust me, he'll do it.
He's like, now here, eat this muffin.
You the one with the muffins, remember? It's not me.
Well, then didn't
It was all the footage of me just making
Al,
beats and
what
stuff.
are you eating?
I'm eating a fruit and cheese box from Starbucks.
I was like, it's randomly crunchy as fuck. Like, what is this noise that's happening?
Sorry.
He's eating that $15 Starbucks fruit and cheese.
Yeah,
plate.
I'm like, I keep hearing snaps randomly, and then it sounds crunchy, and I don't
You
understand.
guys just
what
don't
the
know
fuck
how rich Alan really is. That he grocery shops at Starbucks
that's
in his Tesla. In his Tesla.
Strictly only AJ's.
Just a footnote. I got a Tesla before he went off the deep end, at least publicly.
Do you have one of those stickers that
No.
that got super popular where it was like, I
No,
bought
because
it
I'm just gonna
before
beat the
you
shit out of somebody if they touch my car, regardless.
Fucking earlier before I head back over here.
Remember, Alan was
to
in a
kids-
shootout last year.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this motherfucker.
I got
keeping
shot
it
at.
gangster.
I almost died, but
But
You
yeah, all
guys
these
put,
Teslas
like-
around here, dog, they be in fucking surveillance mode. It's crazy.
Do you guys put?
I have that. Yeah.
Rubber ducks on your Teslas like the Jeep
No.
people.
I don't think no one's done that. Actually, I've been lucky. So far nobody bothers me. But thank God. But then there was Zilla's beat. Zilla's beat was up next. I fucking thought it was phenomenal. Really
That shit
fucking
was
good.
dope.
And it's cool. Same thing with that shit. He was showing you kind of how he was doing it. I didn't realize that you were I don't even understand it. Like how you're doing that. Like you were triggering the samples. You must have had the beat playing on the thing.
I don't know if he's doing that or if he's using that just as a controller.
That's
in,
what
Logic or
that
something like-
exactly what
Okay.
what you said, RTC. That's what I got. I think he was using it in controller mode.
Well, he's here, so
But
he can let us
Zilla,
know.
please
He was
correct
here.
us if a charcuterie board.
Kinda, yeah. A little bit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but that one had some dope like island vibes to it.
It's so fucking. That dude is
Island
just
boy
so
vibes.
fucking good for no reason, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of your shit, Zilla. You're too good. Something has to be done.
It hurts.
I want to see if I can play
Soviet
Villainies beat, but I don't think it's going to. And every once in a while, this occurs. There's probably
I
something's
think it
corrupt.
started with the sample rate.
Yeah, it went from there.
Bree
It's all
can't,
Bree's fault.
yeah, motherfuckers can't export their own projects and shit because he fucked it up by making it too good. So I thought, there's 24-bit. Why don't I make it 512-bit? Let's just go ahead and take it all the way. I want
More
it to be
bits, the better.
shiny. Yeah, super
I
shiny.
stem separated, then, maybe he meant them, chopped it up. No, then chopped it up in Serato. And Cedo. He meant Serato. Yeah, that's smart. I never think of shit like that. And even if I did think of shit like that, I'm incapable of doing stuff like that.
I like how Al looks like he part of the fucking Blue Man Group right now. I don't know if anyone else
I
has
know
noticed
exactly.
this.
You'll be interested to see why in a second, too.
Is it because it just got dark out here in Arizona? So your windows got.
It is dark, and there's no other light in here other than that one behind me. Oh, I could just do this. That did nothing.
You did
Yeah,
that,
you
and then
did that.
the fucking
Lit up
the
the
thunder cracked at the exact same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the exact same. When you hit the light, the thunder went fucking crazy outside.
I'm an unhealthy hue of white, anyways. Not just in this. Like, this isn't how it appears just on camera. Like, if you see me in real life, I'm a little bit see-through. Like at the edges, like you can see veins. I'm transparent
with the struggle beard.
with a struggle beard. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it makes it even weirder. Neither here nor there nor anywhere. You guys ready for some more beats?
Let's go.
Do it.
All right. Got to mute.
Up this program to bring you this important message.
Have you ever thought about what the apocalypse would sound like? What if you had access to something that gave you the ability to make the peoples come together with a dystopian sound to make people dance? Even when the world as we know it is over, there is no better time than now to introduce the Prop Pack North Kakalaki. Make everything not only humans, but Terminators and even Teslas will enjoy to hear. Make music for your Roomba, your VR, even your futuristic sex toy. Order now. With 80 different sounds, you can entice any AI, bot, droid, or humanoid with the best bleeps, bloops, one-shots, and drum loops that will instantly turn your automatic trash can on. Order now. Order now. Order now. Order now. Order now. Order now.
Alrighty.
Hey, before we go in order, hey Al, you got something you want to talk about, man? You all right? You doing good?
Time heals all.
All right, I'm not sure. It might be undoing some shit because I got more questions than I have answers. So.
That shit is weird, huh? It was a weird ass video.
Dude, it was dope as fuck, but I kind of want to know, like, did you start having side effects of medicine that you're taking?
Was it that norovirus?
Yeah, exactly. Like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Well, I'll get there. First up was Delvon Watson, which, by the way, what a cool ad for Prot's sample pack. Was that all made with all of his stuff from the kit?
So the first beat, like the first half of the beat was just all shit from the pack.
Shit from the pack.
Shit from the pack.
The bag with the shit's got shit on the bag. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, that pack, which Delvon brought up, is available now at the store. We partner every once in a while with different creators from the community, and Prot put together this sample pack this time around. It's available for $10, and I believe like 80%, or a little over 80%, goes directly to the artist, and a little bit, the rest, like the change, goes to us. So it's a great way to support the community. So if you want to support Prot, pick up his pack. There's also one with Noctimus Prime that's available. And of course, if you subscribe at the $5 and above level, you get everything except for those partnered ones, because those were like, you know, as you purchase them, they get paid out at the end of the month. The pack is called North Kakalaki, and it's up now if you want to pick that one up from Prot. Yeah, that beat was the shit, dude. You're really on a tear right now. You're out of control, and you have to be stopped.
Yeah, I was gonna say the drums were on point. Like your sample selection and the drum grooves were on point. Have been on point.
Thank you.
For some time now.
It's like something possessed you or something, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think that would be? While he crunches on the munchin lunch, what do you
talk about it?
Yeah, go for it. I'd like some insight.
Well, it's kind of like you're having like a renaissance of your spirit. Kind of, you know.
Pull out the cards.
He's a flower, you know, a butterfly coming out of his.
What's his tarot say?
Being watered by baby oil and other things, I guess, right?
I got my tarot. I can pull my tarot out.
No, I don't.
Ooh, could you do a card reading for
You
him?
know what? All right, fuck this. I'm tired of this shit with Bree. This motherfucker right here will do this shit where he will be like, he'll send shit, right? And again, I'm not going to expose the chat. I never do that. But this motherfucker right here, he'll have days where he sends me the worst shit I have ever seen on Instagram on a fucking... And RTC knows it too. It's not just me, goddammit. This motherfucker will send the worst shit you have ever seen. And then you'll send him shit back, and he's like, nah, my brother, we gotta be on a higher velocity and vibrational level with that, my brother. And he's laughing because he fucking knows I'm right. So he'll send you this horrible shit all day long. Or you'll be having an exchange with him where he'll send you some crazy shit. You'll send him some crazy shit. And he'd be like, we got to vibrate better than that, my brother. We got to do it better than that, my brother.
You're getting judged.
I'm like, motherfucker, do you realize what you just been sending me the last 4 hours? Like, do you know what you did to my algorithm? But then I get blamed like it was all my fault. Like, nah, we're not going to do that. I got a message.
There's no proof of that because Alan never opens anything, so I can't send Alan anything to like.
So I get the crazy shit because you can't talk to your friend. What the fuck?
I never open any anything.
No. Alan sends me in caps. You will not fuck up my algorithm.
Yeah, I tell him no. I'm like, nope, I don't want to open it. I know this is bad.
Yeah, Ashley says I've seen it too. It's awesome. But like she'll like when I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh fuck, Jesus Christ. And she's like, is that the group chat?
Yo, he sends some of the most reckless and wild shit. But then again, I get somehow blamed. He'd be like, yo, my timeline fucked up because of you. Like, dog, I don't watch anything that's like this at all.
I don't know. I think it did start with Delvon screwing up our time.
Here we fucking go. I love how I get blamed for it. Like, it was on me.
It took a turn, and it's just like, I'm on this highway now. And, you know,
Life
these are
is
the
a highway.
these are the
This
sights.
dude will send you a chain of gay incest videos, and it will just be
Banned.
multiple of them.
Banned.
And I'm like, look, my guy, like, I no issues. Let people do what they do, but like, why do you have to send it our way for us?
And he's
to
just
see?
using that as an example. That's not true.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen that.
This dude just using it as an example.
That's his other.
There was
contact.
He's trying to get everyone off the show.
Try to take this motherfucker down and shit. Anyways, moving on. Delvon, that was
yeah.
that was really
No,
dope.
fuck Delvon. We're on.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Moving on.
Funky Notes. Now, is Funky Notes? This is a new person to the challenge, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
That's cool that like this far in to the season, we're getting new people.
And the change up, man. Like the way that it started versus the way that it ended, that shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Especially
and the video
like
was
with
really
the
good
sound.
too.
Yeah, and the video was dope. The fucking sound bombing clips. I just saw that I think it was today or yesterday was the anniversary of that shit. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Damn, I was like by
26
teenage
years ago, man.
Yeah, you know the
That was only 5 years ago. Come on, guys.
Oh, yeah. Those types of videos, like if you just this is a good segue. Is we have another show that happens in between this show, and it is the Beatcast Rewind, which is Elena, who's been fired from the show, but she still gets to do that show, and then Delvon down here, and then just like friends that they have come together. And what they do is they look at the submissions from the prior weeks or the prior months, and they hand pick some of the ones that have really original elements. So if you're, getting your camera out there and you're putting in the extra effort to make like some really artistic shit, likely chances are you're going to end up on that show. That's also a great space to like send your releases. Like if you specifically want to talk about an album release that you have coming out, like Special Agent merch, by the way, I noticed had one. Some shit coming out
off of the snippets that he's been playing, man.
Yeah,
fucking real good.
And there's someone else too who's like pushing a new release that just. Do you guys know what I'm talking about offhand? If not, it's okay.
I'm spacing the fuck out right now.
But if you have a release coming out, make sure to send that to Elena. And even if you want, try to see if you can get on the show. Like reach out to Elena and be like, hey, can I guest on the show? Talk 5-10 minutes about my release. Special Agent merch is in the chat. If you want, drop your I don't think the links will work, but just type out like where they can go or put your @ to your Instagram where people can check that out. So even if you're watching this replay. But anyways, that shit's cool. I'm just trash. Thanks, bro. says Ashley. Oh, I guess I'm just trash. You're not trash. What do you mean? What? What
She
happened?
was saying because you shouted out
And
who was a
friends.
part of the show. You said and friends. You
That's
kinda
the way
just,
it's
like,
listed. It says and
I kind of
friends.
just threw her in the dumpster a little bit, but hey, it's all good. Just her foot is hanging out of the trash right now.
If I name all the people there's Ashley who's on there. There's occasionally there's Jenny who's on there. Kintare, I think is how you say her name. But no one's gonna say Kintare.
Her last name.
No, that's her first name, dude. Jenny's name is actually Kintare. Say that 5 times fast, and then for some people, I think that's their safe word. Neither here nor there. And then there's also Veronica who joins occasionally, and that's just is what it is. Oh, okay. Special Agent Merch says you can get his release at Apple Music, Spotify, at Special Agent Merch _ on Instagram. Album is called Merchandise.
That's dope. Man, the snippets from that shit. I'm not saying that because he's here. I'm saying that because that's fucking dope. And I told him that myself. Yo, crazy good shit, man. This community is very fucking talented.
Hell yeah,
I'm
it is.
telling you. Agent Merch, if you did not hear me speak earlier, yo, get your shit pressed up on wax. I do not think that you will.
Oh yeah, definitely connect with
Man,
Delvon. You know what? We
please.
got to tell those people we're sending people that
Yeah,
are
no
worth their
shit.
way.
Yeah, I'm saying we need a fucking sponsorship through them, man. Like, I'm
Yeah, let's
down
hit
to
'em
do
up.
it.
Well, look, and Funky Notes, thanks for bringing, because, your video inspired me to talk about all that shit that I just said. It's just that it's really cool when, people grab their camera, or it doesn't matter if your phone or whatever the fuck you have, and just get out there and start making shit. Really cool video, really cool beat. I hope you keep submitting. There's only one more submission in the season. And then up next was a longtime supporter and friend of the show, the legendary Gambino Beats. Cruising around Phoenix, it looked like.
Yeah.
Really like that one,
fucking
too.
dump.
Yeah, another smooth as hell.
Yeah. Sometimes as I see the swell of quiet coming, I'm like
Yeah, I love it.
embracing
It's
it.
great.
Yeah. I like
That's why I didn't move. I was like,
everyone just pause. I like it when we do that because people are going to listen to this in the replay or even in their live and think something went
They're
wrong
just
with their
like,
player.
My fucking lost phone coverage all of a sudden. Boost
look at
Mobile
their-
done turn they shit off. Cricket just
Pull the
shut
car
service.
over. Yeah.
It's over.
What the fuck happened to my shit? Really dope submission, Gambino Beats. Gambino Beats, sorry, I keep saying Gambino. Gambino Beats, we got to, connect at some point, too, because, you've been participating for so long. We should, have you come on the show or some shit and shoot the shit with us and talk about, your music and your background and stuff like that.
Your life, what happened? You were 7 years old and shit. Just, get real deep.
Where you were
Specifically.
at in the 9/11. You know.
sit in a circle.
Yo,
sit in a circle, just cross apples,
How much
cross.
money you have in your bank account?
At your social, just shit like that.
How
man.
many
Just
times
shoot
a
the
day
shit.
do you poop? And then next up was Navi. What'd you guys think of Navi's beat?
That shit, man. It sounded like someone got, speaking of 9/11, like they got a tape off of Ground Zero, and then they just put that shit. They tried to retrieve the footage of it, and just the sounds that came off of it. They said, "Fuck it, we sampling that." That shit was super fucking grimy.
And it was
filthy.
Very dystopian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was flashy.
And that clip that he used in it, which you might get copyright struck on, but I love that fucking clip. That movie is hilarious. When the dude's walking out with his out-of-date clothes in the 70s
Oh, I'm
outfit.
gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his fucking fish bowl shoes.
Damn.
Damn, that is crazy ass
Dude,
thunder,
it's
dude.
going off outside right now, man.
I think my
under-
cousin's Thor. I could ask him to stop.
I think that there's something going on with the weather, because these aliens are upset with us.
Do we have conspiracy theory music?
you gotta press something on the
Where's
board.
Big
yo.
B? Where's
unsolved
Big B?
mysteries? We need unsolved mysteries.
We need Big B. I need a Big B beat to.
That's the closest we have to conspiracy theory music that I can find. We don't.
Because we had a dust storm in Chicago.
We music is hilarious. Keep it going. Go ahead, Bree. We listening.
And we had a tornado in St. Louis, ironically causing over $40 million in property damage.
Silence is amazing.
Oh, shit. You know what? I quit, dude.
Yo.
I quit this show. Oh, shit. No, that's hilarious. The fucking music, then the quiet that came over.
Just dead silence right after some Wii music is fucking amazing. Oh, it's great.
Well,
And
aliens are
Allow.
changing our weather patterns. What?
Allow.
Oh, yeah. And then my
Or I know you'd much rather talk about aliens.
That's why I said something. That's why I said something. I was just
I know you're
hoping
trying to
you
say
would
yeah.
bite.
I've actually
I was
given
hoping
up.
you would bite.
I've given up on the alien thing, and I'll tell you why. It's not that I given up. I still think aliens exist. It's just after that last big time video they dropped of that fucking egg thing. Did you guys see that? They were like picking it up and dropping it off or something. I was out. Like that one. If their objective was to like muddy the waters, it did it. Because like I'm just like I'm not following this anymore. This is stupid at this point. But with my beat, I hated the sample so much. I did everything I could. I flipped it, put a bunch of filter on it, stemmed it, and then I resampled it back in, and then like played it at the same time as my drums, so it would like lay it over the whole fucking thing. I don't know if you know what I mean. And then just did a bunch of craziness to it, and then the video portion of it was this Ukrainian video from like the 90s, this like cartoon called Hen, Hen, his wife. So it's like this whole weird thing where that guy that's like kind of creepy shows up and he's trying to convince this dude that his wife is a hen or something, because she is. And when you watch the whole video, she has like hen feet, you know? That's what he's trying to illustrate with his little hand and shit. It's so weird. But it was really good. And I guess there's a bunch of illustrations like that from that artist, Igor. I can't pronounce his last name, and I won't.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Like it's like Grzyski or some
crazy shit. Yeah. Really cool stuff, though. And I don't know. I might do some more of that. You know, these like ancient cartoons that nobody gives a shit about. Reminds me of Liquid Television from like the early 90s.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So no more yoga goddesses dancing.
No more yoga goddesses.
He said, "Fuck them bitches."
Adrian's
we
gonna
on
be
some other
upset.
shit.
I know. Unless Adrian's the yoga goddess. Adrian's a really good friend of me and Bree. And he's a yogi.
Question, sir.
Yeah.
How the fuck? Okay, I have two. The first one is, what did you hate about the sample? Because again, I got messages that people didn't like it, so I would like to know what your reasoning is.
Well, first off, just fundamentally, it's just not something I would sample personally, and that's the whole point of the challenge, I guess, is to get you out of your comfort zone. Secondly, it was too consistent, like all the way. Like it was, first off, it was too fucking long. It was like a 6-minute song. It's like fucking 25 minutes long of the same fucking thing. It just didn't have a lot of change up. And there was no breakdowns, really. It was just the same fucking thing looped over and over and over again. Like they found that groove and just never stopped, to me. And so I don't like that. Obviously it's nice when they like break down certain parts. There was a little bit of like breakdown here and there, but not much. So for me, it just wasn't my favorite. And the hi-hats were intrusive as hell, like
Them shits were up in volume. I absolutely agree.
Like whoever
they
mixed
stuck
that
out too. Yeah.
I'm like, could you not? And even when I was flipping, I flipped it, right? So it was just constant, like, so that's why I had to, like, once I flipped it, chopped it up, and played it through, I had to go back and stem out again, like the whole fucking thing. It was annoying, but...
So what you're saying is you rose to the challenge.
I did.
Okay.
I did. I rose to the
Right,
challenge.
it's just
Fuck I'm talking
finding
about.
props
That's the
any
fuck I'm talking
fucking
about.
way possible. Just finding all the props that he could give himself. My next question is, how long did it take you to make that shit? Like, I know you said that it was difficult. How long? Like,
I mean, it took me a couple days. Like, I did a lot. Well, and it's another one of those ones that I tried like 3 or 4 different times.
Gotcha.
So I got to some point, then I would scrap it, and then this one was the second day after I started, down that path. But it took longer than usual. I found that to be happening a little. Maybe my cognitive ability is degenerating. I'm falling apart. But beats are taking me longer than they used to. However, I'm also trying to do a little bit better by some of the mixes and stuff for the mastering and shit like this. So it could be that. But neither here nor there nor anywhere. You guys ready to jump back in? I think that was the...
Yeah, I think you rounded it out.
Yeah. Here we go.
Let's go.
Don't get excited, Marlowe. If anything happens in here, if there's any shooting, you'll just... What do you think's gonna happen now? Now what are you boys gonna think? What'll they do to the first one that goes out that door?
RTC, you were up first on that one. What happened? No, I'm just kidding.
I have no hate for the sample.
You liked it.
I like it. Isn't anything that I would have grabbed for the type of stuff I'm doing now, but it was like I had a lot of fun doing that beat. Like it kind of took me back. It's like something I would have sampled before. But Rudis, actually, he was the only one that not too many people ever reach out to me bitching about the samples, even if it's mine. But Rudis actually reached out to me and he said, he goes, I didn't hate the sample. I liked the sample. I just had trouble with it. And I told him, I go, when I first heard it, I was like, I didn't think I was going to come up with anything. But yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
You made a fucking disco track. That's what it sounded like to me. That shit sounded like something...
Like chest hair, music.
Chest hair music, like neon cocaine chest hair music.
Well, it's funny because Al was talking about how those hi-hats just kept going. I was like, yeah, you can't do anything with this. You just had to work them into the beat. Or you didn't have to, but at least that's what the approach I took to it.
Yeah. Well, it's all part of the challenge, as they say.
Yeah.
And then we had EXG Beats with another smooth
top 5
smooth jam.
His shit is always so polished. It sounds so perfect. It's so good.
Yeah.
I like every time like his shit, I see that his shit is about to come up. I like envision like some radio DJ like in like a darkly lit, studio is like up next. you know, those cool vibes to take you to the next, you know, like I just envision that shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, that dude's music is like always, he's by far one of my favorites in his consistency. And then like the product he delivers, it's always, you know, gonna be like, you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Like,
Whenever his stuff comes up, I like to go put on a nice pair of slacks first and then listen, you know?
and a vest with no shirt on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And send Bree some pictures, and then when he says "yep," and then I start it. Then I push play, and only then.
slips into his loafers and sits.
I don't know.
sits
I always picture
crisscross.
Rick Ross over his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see Rick Ross.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but I can see it.
Do you guys care that Rick Ross was a CEO?
I think it makes his story
yeah.
unbelievable or whatever.
For what he is or what he was or whatever, like the whole idea. Because I know a bunch of cats that like they've done official stuff and still like led a life of crime.
Mm-hmm.
But like for the shit that he's portraying, like no.
I was a boss.
It's mad corny. But I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it on here. Rick Ross is like, I don't like him at all.
Yeah.
But he's one of the only artists where if he comes on, like if he's on a feature, I will
You kind of want to hear it. You want to
like
hear
I
it.
will not skip that shit. Like if he's on a track or whatever, like I don't mind listening to it. I also think he's probably one of the best ears as far as like production goes. I think that dude has an excellent ear for production because he raps on all type of different shit. He'll rap on Alchemist style shit. He'll rap on like super trappy shit. Yeah, but he's also very good at picking beats. So again, not a fan of dude. I think he's corny, but I won't skip the shit if he's on something and his fucking beat selection is excellent.
I would say his beat selection is well. Also, too, coupled with his beat selection, he's on tier with like your Andre or your Biggie. Like they just sound good on what they do.
That's a good point.
Shit. Oh, and then there we go. There was Marlo for Mayor that was up next. Really dope. We're gonna get copyright strike on that video though.
The video was perfect for the beat though.
It was, yeah. That's a straight up. We're gonna get hit for that one though. But so if you watch this in the replay and it's blurred, that's why. But really dope beat, super solid production. And I know he does a lot of like DJing type shit as well. So if you guys haven't had a chance, check out he's on Twitch, I believe, when he streams. Check out his Twitch streams. He does like DJing and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. What'd you guys think of his beat?
That was nice.
Cool.
Like 80s New York crime music.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
I like the video was just like, oh shit. I want to do a line off of while I'm wearing a shark skin suit.
he grabbed like this one like I can't do it because my voice is out.
So try it again. You can do it.
Like this one part, like he really isolated this one little stab, and it was perfect the way he like worked it in. It was really fucking dope.
He said he uploaded to YouTube as a test and it didn't get clipped.
Oh, okay. We might be all right then. Good. It might just be old enough. Some of the older shit seems like if it's old enough, you know, like from the times that Bree was like, 17, 18, like way back in the day, then it should be okay. And then we had Prot.
The most not Prot sounding shit he has ever made.
Yeah. The video didn't scare me.
No, like I don't know, man. That was that's like one of my favorite Prot joints. That was one of the only ones I heard beforehand. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, what the fuck is happening? It sounds nothing like the Apocalypse. So
It sounds nothing like the Apocalypse. Really cool. The video gave me anxiety though, because you know that little ball, you're trying to get it up in that little area so it bounces around.
Arkanoid?
Is that Arkanoid?
No.
Pong. That's like old
It's
Pong.
not Pong. It's one of those stupid ass phone games where like I got a bunch of them shits on my phone right now where you have to hit a certain thing. I don't know what the hell you call it.
You
but
play phone games?
sometimes. Recently,
On his
yeah.
Nokia?
Usually my ass would be playing solitaire. I play a lot of fucking solitaire.
He plays Mortal Kombat on his Texas Instruments graphic calculator.
I got Doom on my shit. What you talking about? But
You mean Delvon? That's not the first thing he said to you when you walked up. You got games on your phone?
you got games on your phone.
The first thing I did, I handed him my phone. Here, I got games on my phone, dude. He goes, "Wow, you're tall. Do you got games on your phone?" I handed my phone to him.
Because I was so scared, I didn't know what else to say.
Well, here, go play.
You got that Candy Crush.
Yeah. Yeah, but really, really dope. You know, side note, just real quick on a like unrelated note here. You know how Soviet Villainies beat wouldn't play. I've noticed as I'm looking through the playlist, it doesn't have a time signature next to it, like a duration, and neither does Big B Beats, which is coming up, and I'm afraid that that's not going to play. So just saying, if anyone has their contact or if you guys are in the chat.
Hilarious,
Of course,
and
he
he
pops
just
right in.
showed up.
Oh, he did.
Good right now. That's
Bigby,
funny.
can you resubmit your beat? Because I don't think it's going to play. We haven't got there yet, but Soviet Villainy didn't play. So if we could message maybe Soviet Villainy or something and be like, can you resubmit? Because I'd like to play them. And then Bigby, can you resubmit yours? Because for some reason it's fucking fucked up. Maybe convert, believe it or not, MP4 to MP4. Because sometimes when you do that, it fixes it. That's what happened to Sam Drumlow's. Anyways, so it's like a codec thing or some bullshit internet thing. I don't know.
It's pretty simple.
Cloudconvert.com. It does videos too.
Cloudconvert.com. Try that out. Not a sponsor. And then we had, by the way, and again, yes, but just real quick, Prot, since we're on Prot, go get his sample pack if you want. It directly supports Prot. And we all know Prot is homeless. You guys know that, right? He lives on the streets of North Carolina. And
yeah, he stands outside of Ninth Wonder spot for shade. And then when he gets kicked out of there, he goes to J. Cole's. He's got like a stoop.
Yeah.
And he goes there. So you need to
They
make sure.
they toss some scraps of sample packs.
Exactly. Help
he
him
has like
out.
an outlet.
He's the
that
guy
can
in.
plug
He's the guy in the camo backpack.
Yeah.
with the boots on and like
always sipping the water.
he looks like what are they called that steampunk. Yeah, he looks like a steampunk character.
And he's
Except
got
for
a
his-
dog on a rope.
Yeah, he's got a dog on a rope, and so is his belt. That's a rope. They're interchangeable. The Campbell backpack is actually full of 211 Steel Reserve, too. It's not even water. so.
Jesus, he's just drinking gangster shit.
Nah, he's drinking crime in a bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's drinking felony
Liquid
juice.
bad decision. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what bad thing do you want to do?
That'd be a cool name for a drink, felony fuel. You just get yourself a 24
Sounds
ounce
like
of
a
ice cold felony.
GTA.
Comes with fucking black Air Force
Oh,
Ones
dude.
just in case.
I'm glad you said
No,
it.
the top is the Air Force One.
High top black Air Force One at that.
When you crack it, it doesn't go tss like that. It goes like that. It's all,
It sucks its teeth.
it's got an attitude. Starts a fight. You're like, you just do it, and someone decks you. You're like, it wasn't me, fool. All right. Felony fuel.
It's real stereotypical. It's like you want to get down, homie. It's like a Top Dog law commercial and shit. Y'all heard Top Dog, right?
Yeah.
Like, yo, homie, you really want to get down with it? You gotta get into it.
Gotta get.
Like, what are you saying? A lot of nothing and shit.
That's horrible.
Oh shit.
Well, look, and then then G Brillo, who is new.
Yeah,
I want to say,
that was dope.
I think so. Yeah, that's not a name that sounded familiar.
Not
welcome
at all.
G Brillo to the Beatcast. Welcome. What did you guys think of G Brillo's submission?
Good use of like micro chopping on that one.
Yeah.
Cutting up the
Yeah.
sample. I think because the sample was so bad, you had to chop it up and mess it up as much as you can.
Yeah, really, really cool to see. It's tight that we're like,
Yo, Al, you eating jawbreakers? What the fuck is that noise?
There's a Ricola. You getting a Ricola?
yeah, it is. It's a Ricola.
Because it sounds like both of y'all are fucking having a war of who can make the most noise with a rapper.
I'm dying, man. I'm trying. I'm over here
This
just
shit
trying not to
sounds
cough.
crazy from this end. It just sounded like somebody crinkling up some papers. Like you guys are going through fucking Burger King bags, like it just looking
so
for
sorry.
your fries.
Burger King
It
bags.
sounds- It
That's
sounds
ironic.
crazy.
That's real homeless. Like, not that homeless people eat Burger King, but Like that's like the pores of, and then Hardee's and Carl's Jr.
I still love Burger King.
Did you
back in
just
the day.
rank goddamn fucking fast food restaurants?
Yeah,
What the fuck is
on a
that?
horribilicity, like on a level, it's like Churches is number one.
Churches is such fucking garbage, man.
It's so
That shit is
suspect.
terrible,
It's so
yo.
suspect. Churches is
Any
number one
place that
suspect.
only sells thighs, like, and breast is not an option. That is some
And the
shit.
thighs be like, how did you get? Those are like turkey thighs and shit. Like it's Churches, Subway, Hardee's, Carl's Jr., and then taco. Like what's that place? Two Tacos or something?
Del Taco.
Del Taco. Yeah.
I just had Carl's Jr. the other night, man. Nothing wrong with Carl's Jr.
I love how everyone defends the shit that they have. Bree been doing it with the sample all fucking night.
Gibrillo though. The stabs that he used as well. That's what you meant by the micro chopping, huh?
Yeah.
Was he playing that or was that directly from the sample?
I feel like he might have been playing that.
Okay.
It did sound. I mean, it's from the sample, so
Here he goes plugging this shit again.
It's from the sample.
I only heard it once. I've only heard it like one time, so like I didn't. It's not committed completely.
He's been
to
taking credit all fucking night for anything that y'all made because he pulled the sample. He's like, yeah, that was me.
I helped him
shit
do
is
that.
mine right here.
Yeah, because that might have been the same part that Marlowe for mayor used as well. That stab. I was just wondering because I'm trying to draw, correlations between the two. You guys ready to dive back in? I got Big B's beat now, and I think that
Is it working this time around?
I think it will, but I'll have to play it at the end because the playlist is already.
Yeah. All right.
Yo, he's in the chat, so we gotta play it.
Yeah, we will. One way or the other. You guys ready?
Yep.
Oh.
This is De Frente.
bad one. Have a midlife crisis when you're 10 years young.
Probably never ride another daylight because the stinger's tentacling more than a portable hay ride.
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second.
Delicious.
Alrighty then. So first up was De Frente with the cows in the field.
Horses. Those were horses.
Horses? Are you sure? Or were they bulls? Were they horses?
What's the plural for horses?
Horsies.
I don't know. Don't ask me shit. I don't know. Horsies. Yeah, De Frente, I really dug it. I wonder if I should go back and like, I don't know if I can because that's right.
You guys really need to know if it was a horse or a fucking cow.
I do.
I know. I'm like, yo, what are we doing?
It was a bull. It was a bull.
It was a bull. No bull.
No bull.
And that ain't no bull. Yeah, really, really dope. Really liked it. Solid.
Yeah,
submission.
really dug into the funky disco side of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a complex RTC. You ready?
Shit.
Every time that you say something, you go like this.
I know exactly what he's
Do I?
Yeah.
You do it a lot.
Might be because I'm like hot as fuck in this. I have
The other
3
day-
fans going in this office right now. I'm just like getting the sweat off, maybe. I
Oh, that's hilarious.
don't know.
There's your complex.
Fixing my bushy ass eyebrows now. I'm gonna be noticing that shit. I'm gonna go back and watch all the replays.
This
and
man's gonna make
fucking
sure he's
hate
gonna sit
myself.
on his hands while he's fucking telling us anything from now on.
He's like
I was
handcuffed.
fucked during COVID. Like I'd touch my face all the time.
Yeah. I just noticed it, so I was like, I have to say it because now you're going to be worried about it, and it's going to be hilarious.
What are you talking about, man?
Yeah. That's the thing to do is lean into it because then it overpowers it.
It's just gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
Like-
now you do it with both hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, really dope submission to Frente. Then was supposed to be Big B Beats, but we're going to get back to that one. Vexo, I got to say, that was super fucking creative how that shit popped up on the screen, first off. And secondly, I love that fucking beat. That was like maybe one of my favorites.
Yeah, like the layer work he did on that one too was great.
Yeah. And it was cool just seeing how, I mean, I'm assuming that's fucking, that's Serato, right? Going back and forth, is that Serato?
Was it? Yeah.
It looked like it. I don't
know. I don't use it, so.
Yeah. I've used it before and it looked something like that, but I wasn't good at using it. But that shit was cool seeing how that happens. It made me think, like, how the fuck did you edit that to, like, because you obviously cut that out and layered that over a background.
Now I feel like I'm a terrible teacher because I'm pretty sure we got on a Zoom session. I was teaching you how to use Serato sample.
I think so.
God, I suck.
Damn,
Well, it's not. It has nothing to do. I'm just dumb. It's like really hard for me.
Al
to
hates
understand
this shit so
Yeah,
much.
he
Like he
is.
blocked it out of fucking memory. It's like he suppressed the thought of it, so he don't even know.
I have that thing where, like, as you're teaching me shit, I'm like hypersensitive to everything else that's happening, and then I'm also wondering like 19 other things while you're telling me some shit. So it's hard as hell. Then I feel bad.
So
to
you're
be
just
like,
wasting my time, brother.
Exactly. I'm like, so you over here? He's like, so you press S on the keyboard to do it. Now it's just in his mind, like, oh fuck, the dryer's almost done. Why
no,
can't
it's
I
stuff
keep
like
this clothes
it's
on the hanger?
the S, like, you know, it'll be something
Hey.
like that.
I got a question for Shogun. You said the solid state drive. Presonus has a drive as well, has an interface as well. Have you ever used Presonus? I had a Presonus a while back. It was pretty good.
I don't think I've ever used Personas.
I had one. It was pretty good. It was decent. But solid state, you're like really
Yeah, the SSL one because I got it for my son, which is kind of cool. He the other day he goes, "Can my friends come over to record? We're working on an album." I was like, "Oh my god, that's fucking awesome. This kid just turned
Where
13.
did they
Oh, that is
record?
cool. What did they record?
My son makes beats now, and they did like another one of his friends, I guess, has been like an MC for like a year or two or something like that. I mean, they're young kids, so, but yeah, they were working on some stuff.
Did they
That's
record
cool.
like in that area right there? Or did they record?
No.
somewhere else?
He has a setup for Christmas. I got him a set because I got him FL Studio and like that. I got him the SSL too, and it came with like the whole package and all that. So
Yes.
Wouldn't it be wild if he blew up, and became super famous? Wouldn't it be crazy?
You know, it'd be even doper if he's like, "Fuck you, Dad. I
Yeah.
don't fuck with you no more." Grew up in the slums on the streets. We didn't have nothing to eat. We ate sardine sandwiches every fucking night.
what's even more wild though, it's like because I bought my parents' house, so that's the same bedroom where I started doing my shit. Like when I was working with Knock and Devious.
Oh, that
they would
is
come
wild.
over and
Wow,
do that shit.
look at
Yeah.
that.
It's Inception.
I can't wait.
Wow.
Like, I look forward to the documentary that comes out from that, where he's just like, "Yeah, I don't know my dad." You know what I mean? Like he
wasn't
I don't
around
know him.
much.
He wasn't. He was never like everything that I learned on my own. Like it was one of those things. Like I'm on the grind every day. I want his story to be like fucking struggle-matic. That's what I look forward to. That's what I want.
That's the name of the record, Struggle Matic.
Struggle-matic.
That's a horrible thing to want. Next up was Ant Architecture. Really like that one. Every time I see somebody proficiently make something on Koala, it just further establishes the fact that I will never be good at that.
That
fucking
shit sounded
thing.
like game show music. Like I was waiting for somebody to announce that, you know, they got some money or some shit. It was fucking dope.
But yeah, he did a good job with the filters. That's another one, the koalas, where you can kind of overdo it, and like Ant does a good job of not overdoing it. You know.
Yeah. Really cool.
But, and then that little switch up at the end, that little like 4-bar thing he threw in on the end there.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
And then Jacques Waves with another solid submission. Jacques Waves has like a style that that's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm doing. This is, you know what you're gonna get when you get a Jacques Waves beat.
Yeah.
Same thing with like the video. It's cool because I see you added more into this one too, like more visual elements. You know, a little bit of a picture show of shit that maybe you're into or something like that. It's kind of cool to see what the story is that you're trying to tell.
He's the only person that I think does not use a DAW. I think that he makes all his shit on PowerPoint. He just looks like that kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you do it, but when I see him do an upload, I'm like, this motherfucker uses Excel at a top tier level, and he can make the best presentation anyone's ever seen.
And then we had Lao Tree.
Man, that shit, the buildup on that was crazy. The game
was
is
dope.
bothering me. Sir, is that Ranger X on the Genesis? Is that what that is? It's fucking with me because I know what game that is, but I can't think of the name. I think
I
it's
just think
Ranger
everything
X.
that looks like that is Metroid.
all you know, that's some old people shit right there, by the way. Just everything is
You
a
playing that
Nintendo.
Metroid?
All of it is a Nintendo. Boy, you want a Nintendo?
I was
You all
hearing
right, Al?
something else in the background, but
I heard it too. I've been hearing it randomly.
yeah, it's
I
going
think RTC's kids are just like under the shelf right there, and that's what we're hearing. Like they're trying to get some pointers.
yeah. Well, Bree looked guilty too. You looked up like it was him. Was it you, Bree? Did you do it?
I'm sitting still. You see what I mean?
He's just down there crunching shit.
He's crumbling fucking food in his hands under the mic.
The way you said, I'm sitting still. Oh shit!
He's
Don't make
just
me
got
laugh
his
right now.
hands under the camera, just making fucking noise.
Oh shit! Man, that was good.
That's Furious Styles. He's doing the shit where he's waiting for Trey to come back. You know what I'm saying? From Boys in the Hood.
Well, you
The
gonna
meditation
learn.
ball.
Also,
Put
shout
the
out to Furious
motherfucking
Styles
gun
crew. You just reminded me of Furious Styles crew. Shout out to FSC, B-Boy crew worldwide. They're all over the place. I was a part of it briefly as an MC. Doesn't matter. Here we go. You guys ready to listen to some more beats?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Stand in my way and you standing for death. I'm in your zone, tell your man that I'm pressed. No, I ain't pagan, I ain't worshiping man of the flesh. There you go.
Like that.
I'm dialed in, so I'm setting the tone, nigga. Don't leave me alone, nigga. When you ain't rockin', I bet they throw stones, nigga. Shout out Kendrick, that's my idol. I still want your throne, nigga. Mama was low, so you know we broke by the 7th. My soul ain't broke, I can't take no dollar to heaven. I stopped depression, that shit got me to shady. Now just imagine if I stopped being lazy. Alienated and spaced out, I'm screaming like beam me up. I see these fuck niggas rapping, they teaming up. The deeper the cut, then the deeper the healing. The deeper the blood, then the deeper the spilling. You see what I'm spilling? Shut off, and it's my time to settle down. My main concern is that my shorty ain't cheating on me, and that my niggas ain't speaking on me.
No other than
Yes, indeed.
Word.
One of my favorite blocks.
Yeah, there's some really good shit in there.
Studio Cannon was the first one, right?
Studio Cannon was the first one. Yes.
Top 5.
Yeah, that was really fucking good. I like that video too, the cartoon, the old school cartoon. What was that?
I don't know.
It's an original. He did.
Yeah, he did it just for the submission.
Hell yeah. Really dope. By all means, keep going because I got to pull up some. I got to pull up stuff.
Some pants.
I got to pull up some pants. I got to pull up a bunch of shit in the background. Go for it.
Yeah, so that was a real dope one. He had a nice groove to it. I thoroughly enjoyed the soundscape he created.
What's dope though is that like everyone's talking shit about the sampler or whatever, but there hasn't been like this repetitiveness about it. I mean, there's the same. You get a lot of the same feel from the sample, but there isn't. I'm just fucking giving it a bigger.
I was about to
ego.
say you make it,
and I'm gonna shut the
head
fuck
bigger
up
and
now.
shit, Yeah.
No, like I feel like when you have certain songs, because there's been a few of them that shit did happen where it's like there was because I feel like it's sometimes it's one thing just sticks out and it's just like okay. That's what I'm going to take. That's what I'm going to use. And everybody kind of gravitates toward it. It's a natural thing. We're all producers. We all do the same thing. But other songs, they just have something in them. And if you stem them out a little bit, you get, a little bit more perspective. It's kind of like when you like pull the sheet from under Delvon's bed and you see like Narnia. And you find out, there's so much more there.
There's some secrets, but when you're ready to dive deep into said secrets, it's
gross,
exploratory, and damp.
Damp.
After Studio Cannon, we had Doze Off.
One of my favorites. That was out of control.
Man. Also, who the fuck was rapping?
That's West Side Boogie. That's West Side Boogie, right?
Okay. Because I like the whole time I'm like, I've heard this voice before. But I didn't know who the fuck it was. All right. Man, dope shit. Just
that
across the board.
The bass line he put over that is that like I'm always looking for that bass sound. Is that a Moog bass?
He's talked about it before in our chat, like what it was that he uses. Like he said the piece of equipment that he uses. Or like the whatever the fuck it is. But
things.
Yeah, it seems signature to his sound that he uses that in all of his stuff.
Fucking fantastic. It never gets old. I don't get tired of it.
Yeah.
It's not repetitive. Like he is clearly skilled enough to where even if it is the same sound and he uses it for every beat, it don't fucking matter. It's just top notch. What up, Tasu?
What's up, Tatsumarki? And then he does such a good job at like finding shit that's gonna blend well with MCs, and he picks like the best MCs to fuck with that shit up. And then we had
Special Agent Merch.
Yeah, Merch is in the chat. That was really good.
Yeah, it was good. Stripped down take on it.
Yeah.
It's funny because like he didn't like. There's no snare. It's like I can't. That's something I can't do. Like to pull drums back and not use certain drums because one thing I noticed about is there wasn't a snare and like he was kind of using the hi-hat as the snare like that. Like to be able to do that, I think that's kind of a skill to take something away and it works.
Dude, send that shit to Elzai. That was fucking perfect Elzai shit right there. Like I would love to hear what that dude would do with that. Fucking man, that was good. Goddamn.
Earlier in the chat too, you said you went to Japan with those guys. Were you talking about Furious Styles Crew? I did not know that. I didn't know you knew them. That's cool. Back in the day, it must have been 2006 or 7 or whatever. I used to be one of the MCs for their crew along with like Runt. Oh, okay, cool. You know those cats. Agent, are you from Phoenix as well? And I just don't realize this. Maybe we covered this already, but I'm stupid.
He lives 3 doors down from you probably, and you just don't even know it.
Isn't that a band?
Please don't say Tucson.
Cali. Okay.
Yeah, well, no, we covered. He's from Cali. That was discussed already.
Fuck. It's how it is.
Why did you say that earlier?
I know this. Every time he will act like he's dropping fucking jewels, but it just popped up already. He gets a quick glimpse of it, and then he acts like it was his fucking idea.
No, I'm not saying it was my idea because I wasn't sure. So it was like I want to confirm. Like
he's clearly from Fresno, even though like it says up there that he said that he's from Fresno and shit.
It literally says it in the title.
Yeah, exactly. But he'll look up real
Fresno.
quick, but he'll do it in a way like where we can't see his eye because he'll hang out like this right here,
Yeah,
and then look up real fast and look back down, and then the whole time he just acts uninterested. But it was his idea. Like,
what's funny, he's not staring at anything important. He's just looking at a bowl of Wheaties that are getting soggier by the minute. I do have a storied past. That's just because I'm old. When you're old, you have enough time to have history. That's all it is. I'm ancient. Addition to that, we had Billy Whitebread, who's been submitting consistently now. Like, well, you're like in there.
That shit was dope too. Like, it was really fucking good.
It's another one with the dope ass bass line.
That's what I was gonna say. That use of that bass. Yeah,
I dig the drums on that shit and the way that they sounded, the placement of them too. Fucking real good.
Super phenomenal. And then we had
Funk Soul.
The Funk Soul Brother.
Yeah,
super dope.
That was for tonight. That's my favorite submission tonight. That shit was fucking dope.
Like, that's a consistent motherfucker too, man. That guy is always putting shit up.
It had occurred to me that occasionally when some corruption happens with the file, prior to this, it was very difficult to screen cap. But with this, I can just do this, where I could go just to the post on Instagram. Because I don't believe that Soviet Villainy is on right now. Because I think where he's from, it's like probably like, I don't know, 7 a.m. or some shit. So I'm just
he's waiting to load into Verdansk since he fucking lives in that area. He
exactly
drop in and shit.
Yeah. So let me see. I'm going to play that, and then I'm going to play Big B's beat as well. So let's do those real quick before we round out the show.
Hey, Bree, you all right? You good? You look mad confused.
He's mad at you, dude.
Okay?
He's mean mugging the whole community.
Bree's had enough of your shit, dude. Oh, you looked away right as I zoomed in.
Nah, he's doing what I said, where he acts uninterested. That's what he's doing it again.
I am watching the chat and I'm taking notes.
Oh, okay. Hey, that Mega Ran thing's cool in the background. Did you just get that?
I did. Actually, Mega Ran was in town as well about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I stopped in and caught him after his show. I didn't catch the show, but I was able to like stop in and just hang out with him, have a drink for a minute, and then they to the next town.
What kind of what kind of fucking upscale, no one knows what it is type of place did y'all get into where you have to submit a submission for a bar 7.5 months in advance just to get a fucking corner table seat? What'd y'all do? Where'd y'all go? What'd you drink?
We drank. Lychee. No, I'm just kidding. No, we just had some. I had a whiskey.
I had a Coors.
I'm waiting. No, because like Breed ain't never doing no normal shit. He's like, yeah, I had a whiskey from 138 years ago. Dry aged and like this motherfucker ain't never straightforward. It's always it's always some elaborate story of everything that he got. It's just like it was aged oak, dry aged, cerebric wood, like some shit no one has ever heard of.
Cerebric wood. Yeah, it's the same shit the Optimus Prime is made of.
The same shit he's made of. Served in a hollowed out horse hoof. And shit.
Yeah, exactly. And even the cups ain't normal. Bria always wants some extra shit. Like, bro, just stop.
You gotta sip it from the other side of the drink. From this side, you have to go like this. And shit.
It can only be served during the blood moon.
Yeah, exactly.
With a blood orange.
Like, fucking stop trying to be mysterious all the time. God damn it.
We went to a regular little bar, and it was across the street from.
So we went to Chili's.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got those. What are those fucking the chicken tender dips or whatever them shits are called? That's what he got.
Chicken tendies. They're called Dino Nuggies. Bree,
Yes, sir.
You know your beatbox box. Grab it and tilt it the left side, just a little bit. Tilt it a little further. Nope, the other way, the other direction. Yes.
I thought that bitch was gonna fall off of there. That's what.
There it is. Now you can see it. Doesn't matter. I just noticed it and thought I would help. You guys ready?
Let's go.
Here we go. I don't know if this is actually going to work.
Flipped it.
Wait, I was unmuted that whole time. And there it is. That was actually really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm glad you get those ones to work. Those were dope as fuck.
Yeah. It was fly shit.
I just realized I could potentially just be playing these from like the story. Like, you know, like the highlighted story on
Instagram. Just go down. Yeah.
Yeah, because we have all the submissions there. But nah. Because, you know, I don't know if that'll always work. I don't even know if it plays the whole beat from a highlight reel.
Instagram is weird. Like, I've noticed that some people, if they upload like a 45-second clip,
yeah,
sometimes you'll be able to watch the whole 45 seconds from the story, and then there's other people where it'll only let you watch like 15.
Yeah, so, I see 15 seconds a lot. I just don't trust it. I also don't trust it to not like change on us suddenly, you know, and then everyone's fucked. But this seems to be the way it works best. In the beginning, we used to like we used to make like just the YouTube video, which by the way, RTC, did you have the one from 4?
I do. Did I not upload it?
I don't think so. Or maybe it's uploaded, but it's not public.
I don't know about the one from 5.
We used to scrub through that, which was really difficult. Like, we used to do that live and just scrub through like the timeline of it. But this seemed to be the best way to do it. But anyways, that it was a Soviet villainy, super on point for his style.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Strong.
He gets it for between him and Sam Drumlow for me. Those are the two today.
He's another top 5 for me. Top 5.
It's cool when you hear these samples, especially if they don't resonate with you, and you know you're going to hear great ways that it could be done correctly from the community. And that's just, one of the examples of like, hearing Soviet villainy attack it, or like Sam Drumlow or like Dozov, any of these people, could be any one of these guys. You're just like, yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. That's the way to do it. Yeah. It's a learning experience. Really good shit. And then I love that final one from Big B. That was the shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's my favorite from Big B. He's done.
He went crazy with the synth stuff on there, if you would even call it that. I guess it's synthetic,
And on the background koala, that was a horse, just so you guys don't argue over that.
So there's not a so y'all don't have to deliberate on what animal is fucking being there.
Where was the horse?
There was a horse on the left on the background
of the koala.
It looked like Zelda.
I didn't even see the horse.
Yeah,
I don't see horses.
Just cows.
Just cows.
Some of those people go, I don't see color. It doesn't
Exactly.
exist.
That was the.
You don't see horses. They're just invisible to you.
When people are riding horses, you just see people bouncing.
Yes, motherfuckers are just bouncing in the air.
I don't see horses. Really good fucking month of submissions. Super dope. Zelda horse.
Yeah, see, goddammit. That's what I'm saying. But fucking Al can't see it though, so the shit's just invisible.
Yeah, I'm like, Zelda horse? Was there a
like,
horse?
Why is Link floating in the air? Like, what the fuck is happening?
There was a horse in Zelda?
Was there a horse in Zelda? In the newest ones?
Oh, well,
did he go see a man about him?
Maybe.
Even in like Majora's Mask and shit. If I'm tripping, let me know. But yeah.
I didn't fuck with Majora's Mask because by then I was, I think I was driving.
All you kids in your Nintendo games.
You were fucking, you were like 34 when that shit dropped. So
that's right.
You already had like mad responsibilities and shit.
I was in the first season of this shit. Really good month of submissions. Super dope. Side note before we go. If you would like, join the Beatcast Patreon for free. Get in there, see what the hell's going on, what kind of posts go up, for a chance to win a bundle of our sample packs in June. So, like, we have a few people that have already joined at the free tier, and if out of those people that join, we're gonna just do a random selection and give you guys whoever like the winner is a few of the sample packs to kind of try out. And if you dig what you see, or if you win the sample packs and you're like, you know what, I want the fucking rest of them, join at the $5 and above level. It directly goes to support covering the cost of our platform here and our web hosting and a bunch of other bullshit that goes into this.
And we're going to auction off my show notes.
Wouldn't it be wild if we auctioned off your show notes and we made like
sign them for a little extra?
You got to take pictures of them with your feet first. Remember,
you hold them with your feet. You're okay.
No, I'll ink my feet.
You're just on a tear. You're on a tear tonight.
You're a wild one,
right? You just want somebody else to lay on their stomach with you and like.
I keep trying to tell. I got all that room back there, and y'all just ain't fucking with it. So it is what it is.
And TOS. Terms of service. No, but if you sold those, I think we would just end up. It would just cost us money. I think somebody would pay us to take it off the internet. Do you guys ever get those tiny little computer bugs that fly around your monitor and attack you randomly? They go towards the light.
Yeah.
Just me.
You're not.
I have one.
You're not crazy.
Okay.
You're not crazy.
And they touch you every once in a while. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you feel like they're everywhere.
No, nobody's in my room touching me, Alan.
Okay. Wait. First live in a minute. Glad y'all are doing the damn thing, even with Zelda slander. Absolutely.
I don't think we slandered Zelda. I was just saying. Al said he couldn't see the horse.
The hate comes so naturally. That's just like, I don't see color.
Exactly. I don't see color.
I see color. I just don't see horses.
Yeah, horses are invisible.
Anyways, do we have anything else that we have to talk about before there's one last episode left? So the next sample that's going to go up, which is hopefully going to be pulled by Garrison, I think, because he popped in the chat and said so. That will be up on, do we know the date? That's going to be up on the 25th. So May 25th, the sample is going to go live, and then you'll have until June 15th. No, you'll have until June 8th to get your beat up. But all the dates are on the beatcast.com at that point, and it'll be ready to go. By all means, consider picking up some merch. Join the Beatcast Patreon if you like, and we're going to keep doing the damn thing. Anything else you guys want to add?
We some bad motherfuckers.
RTC ain't rub his forehead yet.
I saw he stopped. He stopped.
Yeah,
I'm conscious of it now. Fucked up.
I'm never going to do that again. All right, y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. I think I'm supposed to. Yeah. I'm going to go do this. We'll catch you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.